at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, so there for
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Now let me see you drop it to the flow, drop it to the flow then. Now lean
splash like Pippin. Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen, making blueberry muffins.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you live from the backside of the moon. Never before seen until Artemis, because it was real. And if you say otherwise, you're just a science-denying flurf or something. Normal people aren't even believing that shit. And I'd like to start the prayer with, or start the show with a little prayer from the first book of Samuel Jackson. I'm tired of all these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Amen. Seems to be the going thing to quote Samuel Jackson in movies as a prayer. If you don't believe me, I got the receipts. Prayer for the biscuits. Yes, indeed, David Koresh. We need to have prayers for the biscuits. Taste that honey sauce, man. 33 note asparagus. He's got it going on over here. Heron Song, she's got it going on. Everybody, you guys are the cool kids. All the cool kids are here right now. Dorks are over watching Toon or one of those other Jimmy Neutron haircut looking motherfuckers, lesbian gym teacher looking dudes. Anyway, prayer. Who would have known that Samuel Jackson was a holy man? Listen to this shit.
So the prayer is Caesar 25:17, and it.
Be sure and look this up in your Bible so you can follow along. Caesar 25:17. So give you all a minute to do that.
Reads and pray with me, please. The path of the downed aviator is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of camaraderie and duty, shepherd the lost through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother. And you will know my call sign is Sandy 1 when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
And those morons that were in there, I would look at these people. Look at these people.
Caesar 25:7, it reads in Peter, and it's evil. The lost.
Those people right there. And they all start praying. Look at them over here. Heads bowed. This guy, he's real serious about it, or maybe he's playing on his phone, making some bets on Polymarket. This guy here, he's earnestly praying. You got the military force to listen to this fucking dribble. Holy shit. And, you know, that's as bad. Donald Trump, he actually gave a speech. It was a ripoff from Legally Blonde. Yeah. Central casting, folks. Central casting. That's where we're at with this shit. It's insane. I can't believe anyone who see Pulp Fiction is praying. Where is he at? There we go. Yeah, that's wow. Yeah, I couldn't believe that they actually went through with that. But let me see here. Oh, we're getting into some good shit down here too. I had a problem, man. My computer wasn't able to get to any websites, man. I was having a rough way to go here a minute ago. But anyway, we're back. We're normal. Everything's good. Well, we're not normal. We're never fucking normal. Good God. Let's see here. So it says, finally, the U.S. is fully withdrawn from Syria. The final soldiers departed an air base for Jordan. I think it's actually a resupply. I think it's a regrouping. I think that this fool's going to go ahead and try, because his pride is so fucking huge, that he's going to actually try to do a land invasion. I really do. He's retarded. And you ought to see the food these sailors are getting. Oh my God. They're getting fed better up here at the county jail than those sailors are getting fed right now, because they have to ration food. Supply lines coming in are not, they were already half of them on deployment for maxed out period of time before this even started. And that's one of the things they were pissed off about. They were supposed to already be back in port. And it sort of kind of reminds me of that shit that they did with them, with all the troops in Iraq, where they stop shortage, by, oh, well, I know this is your enlistment time is up, but no, it's not. And it's like, what? Wait, hold on. Yeah, there's this little fine print that you didn't read, along with a bunch of other shit. And we done poisoned you up with fucking vaccines and shit anyway, so who cares, right? These are them supposedly leaving Syria to the airbase to go to. So is it withdrawal or deployment? That's my question. I don't know why they got to go so fucking slow when they do that shit. Don't make any sense. So, did you guys hear this about the latest with the series says this is very brutal from China. Trump said China has agreed to not supply weapons to Iran. I have talked to them. China's foreign minister comes back with, we want to put an end to the rumors circulating that claim that China has agreed with the United States not to supply weapons to Iran. Let's make it clear that no such communication has taken place. This dude just says shit, man. China has neither confirmed nor denied supplying weapons to Iran. Our security agreements and defense cooperation are sovereign matters that belong to China alone. No foreign country has the right to interfere in China's internal affairs. I mean, no shit. Really? I don't know why he does that. He knows he's going to get fact checked. Somebody's going to ask China, say, hey, foreign minister of China, dude, did you guys have this discussion? No. What the fuck are you talking about? Say every time. And that's, he says he made negotiations with the guy from the Sharpie company. That never took place. He just says shit. You can't believe a fucking thing he says. He's really a piece of work. And people that he praised and loved, as soon as they were like, hey, you're going a little bit too far, I can't hang with you, all of a sudden they're worthless IQ, low IQ people and shit. He was talking about all these people that he hates now, Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly and all the Candace Owens and all these people. He said they were all low IQ and shit. He's been doing his 1,000-word essay Truth Social posts. Who the fuck is going to read all that ranting bullshit? Whatever happened, I hope you get through it. That's the way I look at it.
He's covering it up. He fought us the entire time. He did everything in his power to stop the Epstein files to be released. He even forced Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, to do everything he could do to stop it from being released. It was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. We were even shut down for 8 weeks. We had a government shutdown back in the fall of 2025 for 8 weeks. And I believe that was part of trying to prevent the Epstein files from coming out. The only time I reached out to him was via text message after I had resigned and he had been attacking me, and I was receiving it in just, I can't even count how many death threats. And but the death threats escalated on one of my children, and I had sent those death threats to the FBI director, Kash Patel, I sent them to the Vice President, J.D. Vance, Susie Wiles, James Blair, and I even texted the president. And I was so upset over death threats on my children because of him. And the quotes and the death threat were from what the president had been calling me a traitor. And I'm not a traitor to my country. Standing up for rape victims doesn't make me a traitor. And I reached out to the president and to let him know this is what's happening because what you're saying about me. And he was very unkind about these death threats. And so that was our last exchange.
What did he say to you?
He basically blamed me. He had no compassion for death threats on my children. He blamed me basically that if my son were to get killed, it would be my fault.
Wow. It's just like a abusive husband, see what you made me do. What? Oh, here's an interesting little bit of Chosenites. I believe I'm not sure where they're exactly at, but they just don't know how to behave. Really? Why do they act so fucking weird, man? I don't get it.
Oh, Mike. What? Go now. Not disrespect, Mike.
God. They're just bizarre people, man. I don't understand what this whole idea that they're chosen. I don't get it. I really don't. So here's this lady is saying that last year, it's something about the District of Columbia doesn't exist anymore. Is this more of this Q nonsense? I don't know. I can't decipher.
And nobody noticed. All you rubberneckers out there are so entertained by what's going on in Israel and Iran that you didn't even see what was happening here. I'm sorry, I forget I'm talking to Gen Z sometimes. Rubbernecking is a term that we, old folks, used to use when you were watching an accident over there instead of paying attention to the car right in front of you. Let's back up. Last Saturday, the parade. Do you remember the parade? Okay. Do you remember how he had Melania stand right in front of him? In chess, this is known as the queen going in front of the king because she protects the king. Queen's Gambit, okay? If you didn't know, Trump in real life is actually like a master at chess, his favorite game. Still with me? And did you notice the golden knight? Okay, and then did you notice the capturing of the flag? The envelope flag? And now there's 2 flags that were erected at the White House. In chess, flagging is when your opponent's time has run out. Does this remind you a little bit of that captured flag at that Pennsylvania post office? Do you understand the meaning of that one? If you don't, go look it up. But that's not even the most interesting thing. Go on to Google Maps, Apple Maps, whatever maps you like to use. Washington, D.C. no longer exists. That's right, D.C. no longer exists, okay? Now it's just Washington. If you think this wasn't well thought out, go look at the inauguration day. Go look at Trump's tie. Go look at Melania's outfit. Of course, everyone was too entertained by Ivanka looking like Serena Joy over there. You failed to notice the colors that Melania was wearing. Go have a look. When you start paying attention, you'll start finding answers. Just saying.
All right, we're going to look that up. I'm going to look that up. See if the District of Columbia no longer exists here real quick. Let's see. We'll do that maybe later. Let's see. District of Columbia. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. Hang on a second. Let me switch this around. It doesn't come up District of Columbia, and that's what I put in. I put in District of Columbia. And now here it says Washington District of Columbia. But the labeling over here, and it changed my search query too, because I said District of Columbia and it changed it over to Washington. Now, thing is because we have Washington, Virginia right here, you know, it's a few miles northeast. So, you know, there's that, or just it's more east, but yeah, there's Washington, Virginia. I mean, this automatically just went to that. That's interesting. I really don't care if they get rid of the entire fucking thing, to tell you the truth. How you doing, Raj?
I'm doing beautiful, but your moon's ass needs some Clearasil, dude.
Yeah, well, you know, it's old. It's been around for a long time, so it's liable to have some blemishes on it.
Oh yeah, seen some days, has it?
It has. And lack
I
of
saw you
bath.
up here by your lonesome, man. Nobody wanted to come join you this afternoon, huh?
I don't see. Well, Cubby's been having some problems with power outages and tornadoes and shit where he lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some heavy duty fucking weather in the Midwest, hailstorms, and I was unaware of it. Deborah told me about some of it, and I was talking to Cubby on text last night, and he was telling me that the power is supposed to come back on in like an hour or some shit like that. I mean, he's really dealing with some crap.
I hear you. Yeah. I just spent the afternoon playing tag with the grandkids in the park. That was fun.
Oh, nice.
I can
So
still
who
keep
ended
up
up
with
being it?
Huh?
Who ended up being it?
Oh, being it. Okay, I thought that's what I heard. At the end, I couldn't tell, but they were both coming at me, and I ran backwards, and they ran into each other. Like, oh, it was just funny. They were fine. They didn't break any teeth or anything.
Well, that's always good. Yeah,
I hate people that baby their kids, though. I mean, if they, like,
let them play. Yeah, let them play. Helicopter parents.
Yeah, they're worthless.
Yeah, no good. When you got helicopter parents, that's a problem. Oh, good. Now I can go down further. All this shit that I had found earlier. Twitter was giving me a fucking bear of a time when I came in here. Oh, this is kind of crazy. Did you hear about the bee swarms in Israel?
No, I haven't. You're the first person to tell me about it, I promise.
Yeah, there's all these bees. I saw a few stories on it, and all these bees are swarming in Israel. And one of the things that's wild about it is it's after they killed a renowned beekeeper in Lebanon, then these bees started fucking swarming Israel.
That's funny.
Tens of thousands of bees have started swarming parts of Israel and attacking residents. And something about this feels almost biblical. Something about a first plague and maybe a swarm of locusts. The irony of it all was definitely promised to them 3,000 years ago. But there's actually a more recent story that comes to mind for me when I hear this, and that's the fact that Israel killed one of South Lebanon's most prominent beekeepers on April 5th during its onslaught of South Lebanon. The bees are simply getting their revenge. Earlier this month, Israeli airstrikes killed Maruf Remmel, a man who put his heart and soul into saving the bees of Lebanon. He was one of the most well-known beekeepers of southern Lebanon, a board member of the Beekeepers Union of South Lebanon. The union said his work shaped much of the South's apiary production, and his queen bees were used widely across the beekeepers of South Lebanon. His work was absolutely vital to Lebanon's agriculture, an agricultural system that is actively being poisoned by Israel, by the way. They recently dropped tons of glyphosate on southern Lebanon's crops. His bees supported plant diversity in southern Lebanon, agricultural diversity that Israel is actively seeking to destroy with chemicals, and now by killing the beekeepers who help sustain the agricultural sector as a whole. And it's not just him. In June of 2025, Israel killed another beekeeper, Mohammed Abdul Salam Nasrallah. He owned 100 beehives that produced 2,000 pounds of honey a year. And he was killed during the supposed ceasefire with Israel, the ceasefire that they violated over 15,000 times. So the bees that are swarming Israel right now, they're just taking revenge. Revenge for their fallen caretakers.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me. Do you know they have facial recognition?
Yeah. My uncle was a beekeeper, my great uncle, and
Mm-hmm.
it's really ironic because his parents were Lebanese.
Oh wow!
His name's Abraham Solomon. Actually, he was my great uncle, and he kept bees in Sioux Falls up there off the farms, clover bees. He provided like a third of Sioux Bee Honey Company's honey. He had several different farmers and tons of hives, man. And we go up there in the summertime, and I learned how to smoke bees. It's fun until you get stung.
Do you get high from them though? I mean, how many bees do you have to smoke to get high?
Yeah, you're killing me. You're killing me.
See what I done there?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Bees are antiseptic. Really? I didn't know.
Oh my God. Yeah. There's a lot of shit that's going on that's antiseptic. Big report that they're really worried because the majority of Americans do not support Israel at all.
Why would you?
And yeah, man, they're really trying to run their what do they call that program? Some Jew word. Anyway, so they're really trying to promote themselves and make them like they're wonderful or something, you know, and it's like, no, we're not buying it.
Did you say 110? Did I hear that?
110? 110 could be. What's the chances it's your own damn country that you stole from somebody else, right?
Your own damn country you stole. That's funny.
Right? Oh, yeah, this was crazy. Let me show this real quick. This was on a TV show, one of those detective dramas or whatever. And this is from like a while back. But pay because somebody slowed this down, and this is kind of interesting.
Hold on, right before you get started.
Okay.
I just want to say, that girl that was doing the interview there, she seemed backwoods and Iranian or something. She seemed like she was uneducated and couldn't articulate a sentence at all.
Right. Unlike our illustrious president, who didn't know what a fucking corner store was.
Well, he's never been to one, so
he didn't know. He actually sat there. He was reading this thing, and it was about the saving on taxes or some shit like that. And corner stores, he goes, well, I know what it is, but I've never had it really explained. I don't, and I'm like, you don't know what a fucking corner store is? You know, put it together. You know, it's corner. What's a corner? Well, in this reference, it would be the intersection of two roads, right? And a store on that location would be a corner store. There you go. Graduated 364th of 366 at Wellesley. Don't say his name. Don't say Wesley. That fucking asshole will show up.
Oh yeah. Well, he's still hunting me too. And I got Elder Bear Bev over here trying to accuse me of plagiarizing somebody's book. So,
oh no.
Yeah.
Well, fuck him. Who cares about him? He's like some fucking reject server from Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips. He can suck one. Oh, that file's name?
I'm trying to read. Oh yeah, that's it.
Epstein. Like Law and Order, back in 2000. Before the Epstein shit.
That was 2000.
Look, there it is.
Yep.
Like
That's
what the
popular
what
name.
the subliminal fucking hell? What?
Who dug that out of the video?
I have no idea. These people, they find this shit, and it's like, how did you find that? Oh yeah, that's pretty good too. Man, I got a whole bunch of shit on this Artemis crap. This is.
Oh, have we got a ceasefire yet?
I don't know. We have, but we don't. And the war is over, but we're winning. And we've already won, but we're going to win. And the strait is open, but it's closed. And so it's blocked, but it's unblocked, but it's blocked. The blockade is blockaded.
No.
And yeah, I don't know, man.
It makes no sense.
What the fuck they're doing. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. They're having prayer meetings with fictional prayers from Pulp Fiction and shit, man. This is the world that we're living in, bro. This is where we're at. It's like a fever dream, man, the whole thing.
And these are people that are supposedly smart, intelligent, and can manage government and take care of everything that we need. So we should listen to what they say and do what we're told.
Absolutely. Well, let's see. I'm almost there. What is this one? Yeah, I think. This is the thing. This is great. Owen Benjamin broke this down really well. I don't know if you saw this or not.
I don't really watch him that much, but I've seen him a couple of times.
Hey guys, by far the craziest claim of the entire NASA debacle with Artemis 2, the money laundering, brainwashing scam, is the re-entry of the capsule.
Yeah.
So the claim is that it got up to 5,000 degrees before splashing down on the ocean. And of course, you notice there's no steam. So when you point that out, of course, they say, oh, but the air is so cool up there, there's plenty of time to cool off. Let me just tell you the numbers they claim, okay? That Artemis, the capsule is going 25,000 miles per hour, which is 33 times the speed of sound when it hits our atmosphere. What causes it to heat up is the friction with the atmosphere, okay? So when people say at 100,000 feet, the atmosphere is so cold, no. The entire claim is that it gets hot because the atmosphere is slowing it down. It deploys its first parachute, its second parachute, splashdown. The parachute deployment is 7 total seconds. Okay. At 25,000 miles per hour, you go 50 miles in 7 seconds. So imagine going 25,000 miles an hour to 350 miles an hour in 7 seconds. So that is 300,000 feet above sea level. There's no atmosphere up there, none. Okay? It's space, allegedly. It slows down to 350 miles per hour at 25,000 feet in less than 7 seconds. In that time, it heats up to 5,000 degrees. Now, they claim they have a heat shield made with honeycomb and nonsense that burns away. That's why they don't get hot. Although, we all saw that they were marketing it as the astronauts were getting very hot in the capsule. Okay, and they're protected by the heat shield and then the aluminum titanium shell. All you'd need it to be is 110 degrees, 120 degrees to create steam when it hits the ocean. An aluminum ingot would take 12 hours to go from 1,000 degrees to room temperature. They have 7 seconds. Okay, so let's say, assuming that's all true, it goes from 0 to 5,000 in 7 seconds and 5,000 to 0 again in another 7 seconds. Okay, imagine going from 25,000 miles an hour to 350 miles an hour in less than 7 seconds.
It's smashing.
All right, the forces on your body. That's what they claim caused the heat. So then at 250,000 or 25,000 feet above sea level, the first parachute deploys within just a few minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant 7 minutes this whole time. I'm sure that's the only thing they're going to focus on because they're doing ritualistic narcissistic abuse. But 7 seconds to 25,000 feet, 7 minutes total to go from 25,000 feet to 0. So the first 3 minutes, they deploy some parachutes. They slow it down to 10,000 feet. Some more parachutes. They have 3 minutes to splash down. Okay. It's even more insane if they literally, if these like cult people, if they pretend that me saying 7 seconds instead of 7 minutes means that I should never be listened to. And it doesn't matter. Really, really hot metal takes hours and hours to cool off. Going from 25,000 miles an hour to 350 miles per hour, that's me being extremely generous. There's no atmosphere at 100,000 feet, okay? There's barely any atmosphere at 40,000 feet. They're claiming there's so much air pressure and molecules that it slows it down 99% of its speed and creates a 5,000 degree temperature. Guys, I'm not mad about it. It's like, I feel for people that are in this hell. Because what does the world look like to you? Does nothing make any sense? I mean, that doesn't compute in any way. Like, that's not real life. Like, those numbers, and then the anger people feel like they're protecting this thing. That's what narcissistic abuse is like. Someone says something, you point it out. Well, this is the process. Oh, why isn't it steaming when it hits the water? Oh, it has plenty of time to cool off. At 70,000 feet, it's freezing cold. It's just cooling off. No, you said the reason it's hot is friction with the atmosphere. So how much time do you have after the parachutes deploy? Because you only have 7 seconds to go from 25,000 miles per hour to 350 miles per hour. 25,000 miles an hour. Okay? Then you have 7 total minutes to become room temperature. That's so stupid. I'm sorry it's because I care about people's minds. It's like, does the world appear like complete nonsense? Are you always angry? Because that's not science, guys. Nothing about this is scientific. Scientific means you can take a look at how much time something has to go from 25,000 miles per hour to 0. Science says you can measure. Science is independently verifiable. How long does it take for, 800 pounds of aluminum titanium to go from 1,000? Dude, the melting point of aluminum is 1,300 degrees. If there is anything, even if it burns off, honeycomb, just this technology that no one's ever seen, guys, a kiln, any of these things that we know, if you have a hot enough oven, you feel the heat on the outside. 5,000 degrees it's like mind-blowingly hot, all right? Aluminum melts at a little over 1,000 degrees. So I'm giving
you like lava, right?
Yeah.
Giving them all of this. So the aluminum doesn't turn to jelly. It's still there. It's just really hot. All right. That doesn't cool off for like potentially days. Do you understand? Send this to Professor Dave. Send this to any of these debunkers, because I would like to know how you can possibly explain that. Because those are things people can test. How can you possibly explain that? All right.
No, you and I both know they dropped that thing out of the back of that cargo plane.
Well, and also if it got up to that temperature,
yeah,
and that soon you put it into the cold ass water of the ocean, that shit's gonna crack, man.
Yeah. Oh, it would. It would. The integrity of that aluminum and the titanium would be compromised. Yeah. At that. Yeah. So those temperatures never happen. And Sandy found a video from the inside of the capsule where it did steam. You can see steam building up around the windows, and it got salt on it. You don't see it from the outside footage. You see it from the inside. They had a camera on the inside that was filming. She found the video. It's weird. It didn't really steam enough for me. But if they dropped it from an altitude of 35,000 or 40,000 feet, it would definitely get hot, but not at 25,000 miles an hour kind of hot, 5,000 degrees. No, wouldn't get that hot. the whole point of the story is there wasn't enough steam. It didn't fall from space. It fell from airplane and
It
hit
did.
the ocean. Yeah,
exactly. That's exactly what the fuck happened with it. Come on, man. You know, the same thing with the. I mean, and here's what gets me: why'd they have to land it in the ocean?
Yeah.
Didn't Bezos and those the Bimbo squad that went up there and floated around and shit? Didn't they land in the desert?
They did. Yes.
Yeah. So what's the problem, man?
I don't know, man. So tradition, the same. It's the same script.
Oh, then they got to run a boat. Then they got to run a boat out there to them.
Mm-hmm.
Little flimsy ass raft. And then instead of taking the fucking raft and going just back to the ship, we got to have them climb up a ladder onto a helicopter.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think it is their tradition. Like all their splashdowns are exactly the same, dude.
That's so they can edit it together. You notice it's like Dukes of Hazzard, right? You ever notice in the Dukes of Hazzard that all the main characters always have the same clothes on?
Yeah, they do.
Right? You know why? So they can do already shot scenes. You know, you don't have to shoot a whole new scene of them jumping into the car. You don't have to shoot a whole new scene of them driving down the road and shit. They're always wearing the same fucking clothes. That was brilliant, right?
Yeah.
So
it's not realistic though, Sav. I mean, people change clothes daily or their wardrobe every other day, and they're not wearing the same thing every day.
Well, Bo and Luke Duke do, and who are you to tell them what they are? Because I'll tell you what,
they got a closet full of flannels, right?
I live right by Cooter's garage right here. It's the guy that played Cooter, the mechanic on there. He owns it.
Hazard, the Hazard County, the story was written about was right up the road from me in North Carolina. That's where I was raised.
They're in Georgia.
I thought it was in North Carolina.
No, it's Hazard County, Georgia.
Okay. Huh. I was told that when I was growing up for some reason.
But it's that's what they're doing with these splashdowns. Make them all be the same so they can use the same footage over and shit and say it's this and when it's that. Same thing with the Earth photos, you know. Oh, look, it's exactly the same cloud pattern as in 1969.
I'm trying to think.
Now I don't get how they do that, man. Okay, because that's already known video footage. We've seen that him and Trump standing there, and they're checking out the babes and shit, and they're like, you know, pointing, hey boy, I'd like to get with that one, and he tells him something funny. And how do they get all this movement? I mean, it's almost like it. How do you know? It's almost like it really took place. I think Jesus is kind of pissed off. See how they bring that to life? I mean, that's fucked up. We've all seen that one picture, but it comes out like video.
Shattering the moles, eating dropping hits like they la get the fuck out the commode with the short shot. Sure to make the body drop, dropping no copy, yo, or called as a co-op. Terror rays stretching, quenching the thirst of the power dog. That five-sided pentagon, that rocket soar on the face above the earth gets bigger. The triggers come empty your core. Running around the family, with a pocket full of shell.
Have you ever seen the Gaussian stuff they got? That's what the program that they do stuff like that with. You can download it for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get messed with. I'm not helping the fucking robots, bro. Not helping. Look, I already know we're only a short ways away from our be back. I mean, I already know that. Skynet will achieve sentience, and it's gonna fucking destroy us. Watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, with that Gaussian program, what they do is they take multiple points, okay, in empty space, and you can render any image you want in it, as long as you can photograph the image 360 degrees. You can do it in real time. You can create that image within there in a blank space. When you get the lighting, shadows, color, everything, there's thousands of points, and they do it within a 3D dimension. They call it a fourth dimension from where they do it from, and I think that's what they use with the Artemis thing, because within that process, if it bleeds through, you can actually see the outside of it. Like, remember how you saw the stars while they were inside the capsule?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's due to that program. And Sandy found a whole bunch of masking within their interviews with the microphone. The microphone's not in the shot. The microphone is actually added. Right. It has a mask around it. You can see, and it changes the color of the hands, the textures that anybody that's near goes from like skin color to gray because it's a black microphone. It bleeds into it, so it's been put over the top of its overlay. The twirling, floating microphone is not in their hand at all.
Do you remember Paul Pelosi in the hammer fight?
Oh yeah.
Okay, people probably forgotten about that shit, right? But this is pretty crazy. I ran across this. It said that a police officer who responded to the San Francisco home of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on the night that her husband Paul Pelosi was allegedly hammered in more ways than one, has come forward claiming that David DePape, the man accused of attacking Pelosi, was in fact a homosexual lover of the then speaker's husband, who was engaged in a romantic affair with him. The officer has also revealed that calls like this to the Pelosi residence were routine and frequent for lovers' quarrels between the two men. That DePape was a known radical left Antifa activist in the area, and that there was nothing unusual about what happened between the two that night. This is a major bombshell, given that this was just days before the 2022 midterms. Was it another Democrat false flag operation? It sounds like it. I mean, it's like I told you, I says, man, I think them guys like hanging out, you know?
They're bros. Yeah. In more ways than one.
Oh, come on, man.
Tony, are you here with us?
Boy.
Yep. Hang on, mate.
What's up, bro?
Mental overload, I'm afraid. There's just too much going on in this fucking world at the moment. There's no way anybody's going to know what is really happening.
Well, they don't even know up from down, Tony. They think up and down are just an objective term.
Do you know when babies are born, they actually see the world up the other way? Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I used to be a baby too at one point in time, Rick.
Yeah.
How in the world does anybody know that?
They've done testing. They've proven it. A mother can
how would you? I mean, what do you mean they've proven it?
Mothers will be able to tell you that when they look at their babies upside down, they smile better. There's lots of evidence. I mean, if you really want to go down that rabbit hole, you can. But hey, there's one I like to look at. Do you guys, where you live, do you have satellite dishes on your roof to receive internet or TV or anything?
Yeah, I was looking at one earlier just when I was over at my daughter's house. It was pointed at the horizon. It's really weird. It's like almost like flat, you know?
Yeah.
Strange. Yeah.
In some cases, you'll see them pointing up at about 45 degrees. Do you have any of those where you live?
Not so high, more around 25 degrees, maybe 30 at the most. And I used to do it. I used to install the things. As a matter of fact, I work for AEI and Muzak, and they use supposed satellite transmissions to do their background music. I didn't install more than like 250 of them in Arizona. So, and they were all around 25 to 27 degrees. And they have we had to mark it with a compass. We had to go up on top of the roof and point it at a direct point. And that's about as high as the angle went. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you were a few millimeters out, you wouldn't get reception, would you?
No, not really. But it does come in the closer you get to the center. But I mean, you can get it. It depends. It's a short band. So
Yeah. But so now you imagine something up where that dish is pointing to in the distance. There must be something there to communicate with it, and that would have to be pointed more or less straight at that satellite dish, wouldn't it?
yeah, it has to be broadcasting that point. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think a balloon can be up in the air and have a satellite dish pointing exactly at another one and never move?
Well, they can get them stationary with a dirigible like miniatures for 4 months at a time, Tony.
How can you get something stationary in a fucking vacuum?
Well, they're not in a vacuum.
They're not in a vacuum.
Well, how high is the satellite supposed to be?
Well, they usually around 120 to 130,000 feet. Some of them balloons that they have, some of those things, they're so big, they're as big as the Astrodome. The Houston Astrodome, as big as the stadium. You don't see them because they're transparent.
And how are they trying to keep that pointing at your satellite dish?
Well, they rotate them. They do them in a sequence. They put the satellites all time up, but most of that's ground based.
That's not where the signals are coming from. You're not communicating with those, okay?
And they'll even tell you that 98% of it.
Okay, let's take this from a logic standpoint, real quick. All right, what's more cost effective? For me to take a television signal, which is going to be land-based to begin with, and then send it up to one of these little magic flying garbage cans, and then only to have it come back to Earth to hit a retransmission tower, which broadcasts it to all the remote nodes. Or why don't I just go right to the fucking tower and broadcast it that way? You see, it's not really a satellite. They're angled up because they always put the towers on the fucking highest points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it's starting. So in Australia here where I live, just in this district, most of the satellite dishes are pointing about 30 degrees off the horizon to the northwest of here, northeast of here, okay?
Yeah, they're not communicating with the sky. They're communicating with a distant station.
Yeah, ground towers. Yeah.
And do you understand that the one that's transmitting to Western Australia, I've spoken to the people at Telstra and the top bloody mechanics or whatever you call them.
Mm-hmm.
That tower that my dish is getting signal from is in Papua New Guinea on top of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And there's relay stations. There's a girl who did an interview with Nathan Oakley that actually came on his first flat Earth program that actually installs those relay towers. And she's like, I figured the Earth had to be flat because I put this 110 miles worth of relay towers across that line of sight for this very thing. Yeah. Like that's why she came on the show. Yeah. And there's relay towers all the way to Antarctica, man.
Well, here's what we were just talking about a minute ago, Roger, about the volcanic lava reaches around 1100 degrees.
Ooh,
Artemis
yeah.
2 capsule exceeds 2800 degrees during atmospheric reentry. So could it swim in lava without any problem?
It would float right on the top of it, dude. It would have no problems at all.
It should.
We need that
make a ride out of it. Make a ride out of it at a volcano where you can go up and get in one of these capsules and slide down the lava flow. You know,
like, now you're talking.
It looked like fun surfing. Lava
surfing on lava. Get you a suit with that coating on it, man. You can go swimming.
Don't you think that if they had that kind of heat protective shit really available, that there would be used in a host of different applications, including firefighting?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, think about it.
The air system for the astronauts, they should be using that for scuba diving too.
I mean, think about having a water tanker coated in that shit, right? And you can drive it right into a fucking oil fire and then go off like a sprinkler system right in the middle of it.
Yeah,
and then drive right back out. You know, everybody inside just dressed normal. They're not even sweating, you know.
Yeah.
See, that's
yeah,
bullshit.
they don't have such technology, dude.
You blaspheme, you science denier, you.
Science. Oh yeah, this is science. And nothing that we're talking about has really scientific
I
application.
know. That's what I tell people. They say, "Oh, you're a science denier." I say, "Listen, there ain't nothing about the fucking globe Earth belief that's scientific at all. Nothing. In fact, science, actual, demonstrable, repeatable science, destroys every one of your claims. In fact, it destroys the globe right from the most basic fundamentals of fluid dynamics." That's all it takes. So they go, "Oh, we have a working model." No, you don't. In order for your model to work, you have to not have impossibilities. So you have to reconcile those impossibilities. I know you're going to go and say, "Oh, mass attracts mass, and so the gravity's pulling on the air." Bullshit. You show me or cite to me the fucking experiment that verifies that gravity has any effect on gas behavior. I dare you. There is none. There is none. They always just jump to this. Well, mass attracts mass. Well, here's the problem, stupid. You can't have a fucking specific volume, i.e. mass, of gas without something to put it in.
Or
in the first place.
For that matter. Right?
How much does air weigh? There, yeah, right. What's the weight of air? What's the shape of air? Think about it. How are you going to weigh the medium? The medium is what it's all about. It's the fluid medium in which something resides. That's all.
Oh,
it's like, I love using this aspect right here. We call it swimming, but in actuality, think about what you're doing. You're in a completely different fluid medium, and you're not on the earth. You're literally flying above the earth and able to change your altitude and everything as you fly over the face of the earth. You're just in a different medium. Swimming is actually flying.
True.
Yeah. It reminds me of the ancient airships. They could travel from Europe to America without refueling.
Yep.
Do you know what they were using?
The electric motors.
Yeah, but in conjunction with radium. When radium is used up, it leaves helium behind.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole civilization used radium for all sorts of things.
Igor's in chat, by the way. One of my fans, I guess. He's back.
Igor's what?
He's back in chat. He's one of Flat's old trolls. He's been following me around after that. So he's out here asking questions.
Yeah. Well, there's a link pinned up there, Igor.
Yeah.
We've invited him up anytime you'd like to. You know, anything you want to go over, whatever. The reality of it is this: they're not pointing at fucking things up in the sky. Do you realize what kind of aim you would have to have?
Yeah.
To be able to get a target that small, that far away with one of those dishes. Do you realize that a bird farting next to the fucking dish could throw it off?
Great analogy.
Okay.
Bird fart. Yeah.
Holy shit. Long range aim like that? Get out of here with that dumb shit. You go apply for sniper school if you think you're hitting a target that far away, that small.
Oh, we can calculate the distance. We can tell you exactly where it's going to be.
Who cares?
Okay.
That's what I say. I'm like,
but in the real world, yeah.
We can predict. I don't give a shit. You're the Psychic Friends Network. Good for you. Nice. You still reconcile the physical impossibilities. Do it. They won't. You're just tuning as columns of fucking air.
They're holding
what the hell is wrong with you? Columns of air. How do you have a column of air? It's real simple, man. It's like, how much does the air weigh? Well, in this environment, nothing. Okay. In this environment, it doesn't weigh anything. If I were to capture it in something and then put it in a vacuum, it would start to register weight. But there again, I have to have physical containment, and it's all dependent on the medium. Oh, we're on to something now, aren't we? We're on to something. It's the surrounding medium in which the object is. I get it, right? It's not that hard to understand. So if I take a gallon of water, it weighs 8.5 pounds. But if I put that gallon of water in the water, it doesn't weigh any fucking thing now.
Aesop, have you ever heard of
equilibrium?
You ever heard of a specific gravity? You know what it is, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's a quantification due to it, and there's no place on Earth that doesn't have a medium. So basically, they just call it specific gravity, but it's basically Archimedes' principle applied on a regular basis. So that's what they have. That's why they have those gravimeters and stuff.
Well, what is gravitas? What is it? It's weight.
Weight, yeah.
And what is weight? We just gave all the hints in the world to what is weight. It's a quantification of the relative density of an object within a given fluid medium. Boom, that's it. You change the medium, you change the weight.
Yeah, if we didn't understand that, we wouldn't have scales that actually were accurate enough to weigh something, would we?
That's right.
Yeah. Strange.
Now, if we were weighing shit underwater, we'd be in a whole different fucking world of physics now, wouldn't we? If we were underwater dwelling creatures, right?
Yeah.
See,
it'd be a weird world, though.
This is it'd be like SpongeBob, dude.
Yeah.
Who lives in a pineapple? Tony, do you watch SpongeBob SquarePants, bro?
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's a cartoon. He's in Australia. They don't have it down there, I guess.
He lives
we don't
in
have too much. Bloody Americans, you can make shit out of anything.
Oh man. Well, see, SpongeBob is a square sponge, like a dish sponge, and he lives down at the bottom of the ocean in a pineapple.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, he works at this place called Krabby Patty, and
crab owns it. Yeah.
I don't understand why. Did you know every character of that show is each one represents one of the 7 deadly sins?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know, Krabs actually his daughter is a whale.
I'd like to see what.
Yeah.
When those people make those programs, I'd like to see what their analysis is of their people that are watching, what their IQ would be, for fuck's sake.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, some of them are pretty deep. Some of them are pretty fucking deep.
I got something. Hold on, Sal. This is funny. Mr. Krabs lives at Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, Bikini Bottom.
Crabs in Bikini Bottom. You getting it?
But
never mind.
It's a pretty
Bikini
low
Bottom
IQ
has crabs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to go there.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I find it entertaining. There's other times I don't want to look at it, but there's deeper meanings in what they got going on in some of these things. Now, it's not just mindlessness. It's like there's some shit going on there, and you can really, they're like what South Park does. South Park is brilliant. They take a situation and that's current, something that's happening, and they just make it completely ridiculous. Show it how ridiculous it actually is. Like this fucking guy. Look at this guy. I can't believe him. Watch this. This guy actually asked this question, and he just blew the fucking dude off.
Please. Mr. President, after 3.5 years, do you regret at all the lying you've done to the American people?
All the what?
All the lying, all the dishonesties.
That who has done?
You have done. Tens of thousands.
Go ahead, please.
He just goes there and calls on somebody else. He's not going to deny that he's fucking lying. Yeah, here's this. I think the capsule coming back. They had a little parade for it and everything.
Gord is not that, but Gord's saying I'm like the biscuit. No, it's not like the biscuit, dude.
Look at it. How does stickers stay on that thing?
Good question. Yeah. Oh, look at Sandy, the squirrel who lives inside of a dome under the sea, has to wear an astronaut suit.
She represents vanity. Yeah, she represents vanity.
Weird.
Mr. Krebs, he represents greed.
Yep.
And SpongeBob represents lust. And Patrick is sloth.
Got it.
Yeah, so they're all.
Who's Squidward though? Pride.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild. And when you look at it from that standpoint, it's like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, well, there's some clever things in that Alice in Wonderland as well, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Well, it starts off with supposedly Alice in Wonderland was based on women's menstrual cycles to start with, I think.
Wow.
And the looking glass itself means something else. But there's a couple other analogies in there that are really deep.
It just gets curiouser and curiouser.
There was one other thing about that I was thinking of. Oh yeah, the whole thing about sponges, and the reason they brought sponges up and why Nickelodeon did it is because it's a nod to evolution. Because at the time, the evolutionists believed that our one of our ancestors in the evolutionary chain are sponges. I don't know how we evolved for sponges, but that's the evolution in my book.
There you go. Einstein married his cousin Elsa, who was actually a dude. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that guy.
Aleister Crowley. Yeah. Look at the face. Yeah.
Dude, fuck these people, man. How do we even get tricked in by them? Oh, and so now it's more than one of these people in this Artemis mission are actors. Did you know that?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know the girl was from Mad Max, right?
Yeah, this guy was in like the first season of some TV series.
NASA thought removing the names of the Artemis 2 astronauts from cast lists would cover up the fact that they are actors, but Trump used just one trick to turn them into a laughingstock. Since Artemis 2 launched, the entire internet has questioned it as a studio fake. Now netizens have dug up that Victor Glover and Christina Koch appear to have acting backgrounds. Many claim Victor Glover was an actor in the hit series The Last of Us 2 years ago, and Christina Koch once appeared in Mad Max. However, they deleted Victor Glover's photo from IMDb, though his name remained labeled actor, then his name was removed entirely. Christina Koch's name and photo were also deleted from the Mad Max cast list. NASA thought erasing their names would hide their identities as actors. Yet, Trump uses the term central casting in nearly every speech. For context, central casting refers to the Hollywood studio department that casts actors, especially for stereotypical formulaic roles. Clearly, Trump has long known their identities, inadvertently revealing the truth and his own. He completely exposed the entire space mission as a staged plan.
Oh, hell, so people are doing even more digging, and apparently this guy, Victor, people know him from the Artemis mission, but I guess people are also starting to point out that they know him from, oh no, not Fallout, the TV show, season 1, episode 1. Oh, hell.
That's funny. But I mean, last night we were pointing out,
NASA thought remove
some of the people what Stanley Kubrick did with the scale models and how he could film things really well, and why he was the go-to guy for NASA's missions.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think it got him killed. I think he did. I think he pushed it. Kind of like in Wag the Dog. Remember how that Dustin Hoffman character kept wanting credit? And he wanted to be recognized for it. And then finally De Niro was like, just nodded to those guys, and they took him away in a car. Next scene was, they said, famous Hollywood producer is found dead of a heart attack in his Hollywood hot tub home and shit, you know.
A little bit of coke, some hookers, and Bob's drunk.
That's it. Bon voyage, buddy. This was kind of neat.
That almost looks like a star, Sob.
I know, right?
Yeah. Strange, huh?
That's pretty wild, man.
That's kind of like a prism to like they get cuts in it. That's why it's dancing like that. It's nice.
Oh, this broad. She's upset. You know, Dan Bilzerian is running for Congress, right?
No, really?
Yeah, he's running against Randy Fine. He calls him Fat Jew Randy Fine.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He's not being kind at all. And Laura Loomer's tripping balls because he's running and he's using that kind of shit. Now, I want to know what the hell she let somebody do to her face. She looks straight up like Jigsaw from them Saw movies, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. I actually have a piece of that film. Like my daughter used to work at Harkins Theater, and
Oh, really?
her manager would give them. They get like when they brought a film out, they have like this little clip, like a 10-minute clip on a reel, and she would take them home.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I got some of the original Saw film somewhere in the storage over here. God knows where it is.
Look at this thing. She's
Now
Oh,
we've even
it's a
seen
beauty.
it in the way that Dan Bilzerian, who's really just this kind of disgraced former, drug using, insecure Instagram degenerate, who just recently announced his plans to run for Congress against America First patriot Randy Fine in the state of Florida. Now,
America First Patriot? Are you shitting me? The dude that got to wear his little Jew beanie every time he goes into Congress. He's been caught cheating on votes. He's for Israel. He's Israel first, not America first.
who is Dan Bilzerian? Well, he's a dual citizen. I believe he's Armenian and also has U.S. citizenship as well. And he is a Muslim. He is converted to Islam. Now we've even seen.
So she's trying to slam on him because and make him like he's somebody bad or whatever. I think he'll kick Randy Fine's ass, if he lives.
Yeah, but as you say, and I would say, I don't vote for either side of them. So I mean, what do you want? The less of two evils? Be honest.
Right. Well, I don't know. I think he's outspoken enough, man, that I think that he sets a trend.
Huh.
It's like the one guy that stands up and dances at the music festival. Pretty soon somebody else joins in. A little while later, the whole fucking party's going on. It goes that way. Just take one who's not afraid.
Yeah. Well, everybody like Ron Paul to Rand Paul, anybody that goes against it, they don't make it. You've seen it happen to me.
Oh yeah. Well, don't ever confuse Rand Paul and Ron Paul, other than that they're father and son. They're nothing like
they're not the same. No.
Nothing. I think it's an insult to Ron Paul to even compare Rand to him.
Yeah, different demeanor completely.
Different political structure completely too. Here's where Trump bragged he graduated top of his class at Wharton. There were 366 students and he finished 364th.
Wow.
And he's got the nerve to call out other people's fucking IQs.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah. That's bottom of the class, dude. And
Jesus. Ain't it though?
Oh yeah.
Here's somebody you'll recognize. Ain't seen him in a little bit, huh?
Do you notice how all the Iranians are calling this a war against the Epstein class? See, this is what they're fighting against. The timely release of the Epstein files. We all found out that our politicians torture, rape, and cannibalize children. Where's the uprising? Where's the revolution? How many people in the Western world are addressing this? Even people like Candace Owens doing a great job of exposing Charlie Kirk being an inside job. Yeah, we know that. We're over that. Move on. Tucker Carlson doing a great job of exposing Israel as being the one who's destroying America. What about the whole fact that they're all pedophiles? They all torture, rape, and eat children. Why is the United States government still there now that the Epstein files have been made public? Now people know what they get up to. Oh, it's a terrible scandal. No, it's not a scandal. It's a crime. There is an international network of child rapists, torturers, cannibals who is running the world, running the Western world. Any government who isn't speaking about this, any media personality who isn't speaking about this, is part of the problem. The Iranians can see this and they go, oh my God, these people really are ruled by Baal. And so, okay, if you are going to bomb our energy infrastructure within Iran and put 93 million people in hardship, then all you people of the world who are allowing your criminal governments to bomb Gaza, genocide Gaza, to now genocide Lebanon, all funded by Western governments, as much as you want to blame Israel, Israel gets all its bombs from the United States, gets all its support from England, gets all its logistics from Pine Gap and stuff in Australia. Everybody's involved. Okay, so if all of you Western governments are going to allow this to happen and you're going to support this, you're going to support them knocking out our energy supply, then we're going to knock out your energy supply. And that goes for the entire world. And we feel justified in doing so because none of you people are standing up about any of this. You just found out your government torture, rape, and eat children. What are you doing about it? You're joining the military and going fighting their wars and going and bombing Iran, a country that hasn't attacked anyone in 280 years. And that just shows the mentality of the West. It really does. So you can see the Iranian perspective. What they may not understand is that by taking down the world's energy supply, they're actually playing directly into the hands of the Zionists anyway.
Did you kill the fly? So.
Yep. 2 of them.
Damn it, man. No, I was going to go back about Ron Paul.
It was one of them fat, slow ones rolling by.
Okay.
And
nice.
He wouldn't sit still. And then finally I got him like going away from me and I got him in the air partially. And he was over here acting stupid. So I just put him out of his misery.
Well, I was saying earlier, like we were talking about Ron Paul, I know more about Ron than I do about Rand.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah. And everybody respected him as a statesman, from what I can tell. He actually stood up for what he believed. And they don't want that. They don't want anybody with morals in office. They want somebody that can be bought. So.
Oh, 100%. Listen, this guy can't open a truck door, can't do shit. Listen to this dumbass.
Probably about $4,000 or $5,000, and they wanted to raise your taxes. The great big beautiful bill also slashed taxes on millions of American small businesses, including restaurants, dry cleaners, corner stores. What is a corner store? I've never heard that term. I know what a corner store is, but I've never heard it described. A corner store. Who the hell wrote that, please? And more. Probably about 4 or 5.
What is a corner store?
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear him. He really said that.
You didn't hear it?
No, I heard it, but I mean, I didn't hear it. You know, I don't believe that he doesn't know what a corner store is.
I mean, I do. I believe he doesn't know. I believe he is really that fucking stupid.
God, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how they ever convinced anybody that he was smart in any way. Let's see, hold on. I've already been through all that. Gotta go way.
He's got a chip in his head that tells him what to say.
Yeah,
it might be something to that, dude. It really looks bad.
It's being controlled by the fucking Iranian Lego people.
You got a Lego movie by chance?
Oh, there's some on here. Yeah, I'll get them here in a minute.
Just another crazy flat earther here who has some simple questions for the Globies, because we know you guys believe in this. And to get to that, first you got to prove this. My simple question to all you globe believers is, when does the water start bending? Let's see if we can find out. Nope, no curve there. That puddle looks flat too. We must have to go bigger. No curve here in the bathtub. None in the kiddie pool. How about the world's largest pool? Nope, still no curve.
That is, man.
How about the ocean? Still no curve there. So I know we have to go higher. Okay, let's go higher. 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 All right, let's go really high.
Jeez.
The fact of the matter is you can keep going up and up and up all you want. The horizon is always flat and it always rises to eye level, as you can see yourself. It actually seems the only time that you ever see it curve is when it's NASA. This is all real NASA footage. You have two choices. You can either believe reality or you can believe your government that shows you something you've never been able to see yourself. Have a great day.
Yeah. Well, even though some of those amateur rockets have been thrown up, they'll take a rectilinear lens and put it on a GoPro. The GoPros are made for 360-degree fisheye lenses, so the optics are set up that way. But they'll put a rectilinear lens on it, which exaggerates the crap out of the horizon too. So it's going to bend and warp. Ooh.
So you remember how the Trump said that the Iranian Air Force and everything was obliterated, right? Here's Iranian F-4 Phantoms escorting the negotiation people into Tehran today. An F-4 Phantom. Oh, I thought I landed. Wonder what that was then.
That was like an F4.
It was. How did they have an F4? See, that's what we're trying to get, right? Yeah, this is another thing too, right? Let's take a look at this real quick. This Artemis bullshit, right? Okay, so you had 5 meters by 3. That's how big this whole thing was. You got 4 astronauts for 10 days. All that had to fit in there, including equipment for oxygen and filters, heating system, food supplies, etc. I mean, come on. Look how little that shit is. Where the fuck they have all that crap?
Outside in the trailer.
Right. This is just, that shit ain't even real. I don't even. It's almost like they're trying to make it so that you realize how dumb it is. Oh, this was pretty good. Lauren Boebert.
He's making comments about the horizon. Is the horizon the apparent place where the ground meets the sky?
Who's that? Who's
Igor?
Igor's
out here saying it.
Igor, hit the fucking link, you pussy. What the hell's wrong with you sitting over there sniping in the goddamn comments? Come on up here. You got a lot to say. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Hey, I've got another little thought for people if you want to. We know that the sky revolves around the North Star, don't we?
Okay.
It appears to, yes.
The pole star.
Yeah.
I would extrapolate that to say that the pole star is the center of our total universe. Everything rotates around it.
Well, we can see, yeah.
Like a carousel.
Yeah. They used to, back in the old days, they used to have what they called a maypole in the town square. And they would put these streamers on it and people would walk around and interlock with other people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They celebrate May Day. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a lot more to it than that if you start looking into things. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's symbolic. Yes. Very symbolic.
Listen to what this broad says just real quick.
Yeah, go to church. Find Jesus. Like, I mean, why is everybody so horny here?
Jesus, why is everybody so horny here? Oh my God. Oh, here's a Chosenite restaurant. Roger, you'll appreciate this.
I hope so.
Gordon Ramsay did this. Remember when he did that Restaurant Impossible shit?
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
Okay. He went to this Chosenite owned restaurant.
A month and a half.
Good tips?
I don't make tips.
Say that again.
I make hourly.
Serious? So where do the tips go?
The owner.
Wow, $10 tip.
Yeah.
That's nice for you.
Of course, yeah. Why not?
Do you think the girls deserve some tips tonight?
No.
Do you think if I went and asked every customer when they leave a tip that it goes straight to the owner and not to the server? Let me ask that table there. Sir, the tip that you left the young lady server, the owner takes the tips.
No.
Don't with me.
Yeah, I will.
Who the fuck you think you are? Tell the customers they're going to get their tips.
No, they don't.
They should be told that you're taking them because this service deserves them.
With me, I work.
I don't want to with you.
2 years after this episode was shot, their restaurant officially closed. A couple years after that, the owners also divorced and the man got deported from the U.S. for his criminal past and now lives in Israel. Did they deserve this treatment from Gordon? Comment how you would have handled it.
He lives in Israel. That's amazing.
Yeah, right.
Shocker. Yeah.
Had to run off there.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is our former here in Virginia. This is crazy. Our former Democrat. This is crazy. Democrat former Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax, who called me an extremist, Mr. Guns and Gear, after I peacefully handed out standard capacity magazines at the Virginia State Capitol building, has reportedly killed his wife and himself with a gun. He pushed for red flag laws and a ban on high capacity magazines. And
Governor Justin.
That's sad.
We have been able to say that this home is owned by Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax, former Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax. He was the Lieutenant Governor under Governor Ralph Northam. Now, he's been in private practice since an unsuccessful run for governor in 2021. But let's talk about what happened in this home.
kind of confirms my suspicion about these people. They think, see, people initially, they think everybody is like they are, and they know that they could not be trusted to have a gun. And so therefore they feel that no one is to be trusted to have one.
Just take them away from everybody, right? Yeah.
Right, right.
Because they don't trust themselves, so that they try to equivocate everybody with them, their mentality. And that's not how society should be run.
I got something for you, Raj.
Nice.
I got something for you, buddy.
Oh, beautiful.
All right,
a good
I'm sorry, y'all.
He does. He oh, yeah.
That's fucked up, yo.
So, Saab, can you give me a definition for sea level? I mean, sea level, better yet.
A definition for it?
Yeah. Well, how do they derive mean sea level? They take an average of the sea daily,
right?
And that's defined all over the world, right? And we reference that as for height, right?
Right, right.
So, I mean, if you're like 37,000 feet above sea level, the horizon would seem to be appear lower because you're higher above it, right? Your field of vision
you would always be looking down to see it.
Yeah, that'd be hard to do, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Okay, and so as you increase in altitude, you'd have to look further and further down. This is in respect to the idea that they have that the horizon is actually a physical place. It's not. It's an optical phenomenon.
Optical, yes. Yeah, that's all I wanted to break down. Igor's still going on about how he's got a photograph of 37,000 feet.
Well, don't even listen. Fuck Igor.
Yeah.
Or Igor, or whatever the fuck his name
whatever
is.
Whatever his name is. Yeah.
He's been told, you want to come up here? Come on up on the fucking thing. Okay?
We can talk about that, yeah.
Come on up and talk about it. And enough of your bullshit over in the chat. Nobody's listening.
No, he's actually a real person. He's not Wesley Jeeps.
I'm not worried about that. If it is Wesley, I'll kick his ass right out.
When did the North Pole go from being this or this to this? Yeah, so when did it go from being 4 rivers, 4 big giant islands, and a big fucking magnetic rock at the middle to this? And then this one is, what was his name? Cornelius de Jode, and this was in 1593. So all 3 of them depict the North Pole as being 4 islands, okay, with the magnetic rock, black rock, Rufus Nigra at the center. Okay, and this one's just covered up, but it was the same. You got the 4 rivers. People will say the Mercator's map was fictitious, even though all these maps show, even like there's Florida, extending out. It's pretty close. It's not perfect, but it's close. So you're telling me people that built these amazing structures that we look back on and go, how the fuck did they do it? Didn't have boats to map this shit out? If it's so easy to prove that it's fictitious, just give us an aerial shot. Give us an aerial shot of the North Pole. Now look really close. You've got this island right here, which is this island right here. You've got this island here. which is this island here, this one here, is this one here. They're the same. And if they can get all this right, why is it that much further, just a little bit, and this is all false?
Right? That's what I wonder. I'm like, come on, man. They even depicted it as there was at least an ice cap there when I was a kid. Now they don't.
Yeah, I remember that. And I remember what Top Gear took a trip to the supposed North Pole. They took their cars up there, drove them around. Yeah, that was an adventure.
I thought this was kind of interesting what this guy said. He said, what WTF is going on in the United States? The President of the United States posts himself as Jesus on social media. The Vice President and Erica Kirk are siblings. And the Secretary of War is quoting a fake Bible verse from Pulp Fiction. Yeah, I know. I ask myself that shit every day. I'm like, there's more and more every time. Okay, well, you ask for it, Roger.
No, I did. I didn't know I asked for it.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. It's good. See, you just took it like it meant something bad. You don't.
Okay.
NY Times is watching the game. Donnie. NY Times is watching the game. Donnie. NY Times caught the joke, yeah, they saw the flip. Planning the blockade on your own trade ship. Oops, you said keep it open. Now you want it closed. The hypocrisy is naked, yeah, you're fully exposed. Brandon Weicher says it's pure despair. You're shouting at the ocean, pulling out your hair. Europe and Japan, they're paying the toll. While you're losing your mind and losing control. Shooting at the moon, but aiming at your feet. You shot your own legs, sitting on the seat. $8 up, now the world is going wild. My brain is just glitching, the logic is exiled. Trillions for NATO, and you're standing alone. Even the Pope is rejecting your throne. Wow. You're attacking the Vatican, looking for a fight. Where the oil hits the ceiling in the middle of the night. Joe Kent says, say the Republic, man. Stop playing the king with a hole in your hand. Freedom flotilla is sailing to the coast while you're busy being everybody's favorite roast. Tweeting at the moon, but aiming at your feet. You shot your own legs, sitting on the seat. $8 up, now the world is going wild. My brain is just glitching, the logic is exiled. Daily Beast get the title, the powerful fool, breaking every law, breaking every rule. I don't want a pope who criticizes me with the price of the gas is your legacy. You love Brother Louis, but you hate the holy man. You're shooting your own leg with no backup plan. Netanyahu's failing, the region is shifting, while your own economy is aimlessly drifting. At the moon, but aiming at your feet. You shot your own legs, sitting on the seat. $8 up, now the world is going wild. My brain is just glitching, the logic is exiled. Bang, 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 bang. NY Times watching the game. Donnie.
It's true. I don't understand what the hell he was doing with all that stupid shit. You know, we want it open. No, we're going to close it ourselves. It's like, what? The hell is he thinking? Right? China said, look, man, you better keep your face out of our business. We're not playing. He said, that's what we do with Iran, whether we give and sell them arms, whatever we fucking do, it doesn't matter. We're a sovereign country. You don't got no say in it. And that's what my wife was saying. I had something on, and she goes, what the fuck makes him think he's president of Iran? You know, he gets to tell them what the fuck they can do, or president of the world. He's not any of that shit. And then
He
people
pretends
want
like it though, doesn't he, Si?
He does.
Hmm?
Don't make no fucking sense at all, man. What's up, RG?
This doesn't make sense. They take the astronauts out of the capsule after traveling 700,000 miles in space, and they put them in this floating raft in the middle of the Pacific Ocean when they could have put them in a boat right next to them. And then they get this Black Hawk helicopter to hover right over them and pluck them out of the raft and take them to the ship. That just doesn't make sense. Why not just put them in the boat?
Right? You'd figure, why not just put them in the goddamn boat to start with, right? Don't make no damn sense. Now, this one was made by Dan Bilzerian for Congress. And this is, of course, depicting Randy Fine, who's been known to be called Randy Swine.
Oink oink.
Oink oink. Yeah, man.
Ooh, I see Israel.
Never again.
Well, crab legs aren't kosher at all. Matter of fact, that they're not supposed to eat shellfish.
Oh, that's correct. That's
Yeah.
correct. Well, they're also not supposed to have tattoos. So somebody explain the lampshades to me.
Yeah, good question.
Is this what was that?
Hell yeah. How y'all doing, man? Sorry, I had my microphone was kind of slipping up earlier.
That
But,
would definitely put a fucking
That would do
kibosh.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Everyone good tonight?
Fucking finer than frog hair, my friend.
All right. That's a good thing.
That's the truth of it.
Don't you need a
I'm
microscope?
a lion.
Here?
No, man. It's
Yeah.
just a jeweler's loop will do it.
Man, that guy on the right with the long hair, he looks mad, bro. See, what's
That
so
thing-
mad about?
Yeah. Well, let's find out.
Melania despises Trump. They essentially are not together anymore. And I don't say this with pleasure, but I want to explain why this is coming out and why I have to go and say it. And she understands that it's a sinking ship. The cabinet's totally panicked. People are now challenging him openly. He hasn't run into that in a while because everybody was just worshiping like those cabinet meetings are sycophantic.
Yeah.
Because he gets screams at people if they disagree with him. He admits that. He said, "Oh, sorry, my voice has gone up," screaming at people that I disagreed with. And so he got in the madness of King Lear. He didn't have dementia the last term. He didn't have dementia during the campaign. He is a workaholic. He only sleeps 2-3 hours. He does get burnout sometimes. We all do. Slurs his words, all that. But he wasn't showing signs.
And he poops himself.
Of insanity. He is showing major flickers of that. And or like a light bulb's about to go out, it kind of burns brighter and then dims. And he's kind of very, very erratic. And 5-6 times a day changing the story. We won the war, it's over, regime change happened, I'll blow them off the map. I don't need a straight Hormuz. You better open that effing straight. That is not art of the deal. That is things just disintegrating.
Are you not entertained?
I've seen Alex blow up weirder stuff though. He'll go off the handle quick.
Well, I don't know, man. She don't seem like she's really into him a whole lot.
No.
Yeah,
I get you.
Yeah. Fuck all that.
I think she's one out of the whole thing, to be honest with you. It's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah, she's got what she needed out of it. Now she's trying. Why is she trying to bring attention to the Epstein files? Right? Come on. The president said some very mean things about me. blah, 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 blah. I was never friends with Epstein. Well, what is this picture of you with your tongue halfway down your fucking throat, you know?
Yeah, dude, it might be pretty cool to see the first a public presidential divorce, to throw some more drama in there to distract us a little more. You know?
Boy slop drama theater, boy.
Netanyahu, you are fired.
Yeah, right?
NASA just sent humans swinging around the moon in 2024 and snapped the clearest photos we've ever seen of its surface. Then why can't anyone find a single flag, a single tire track, or even a tiny shadow of the buggy that we were told has been sitting up there since 1969? Think about that for a second. We live in a time where satellites can read the license plate on your car from space. Google Earth can show your neighbor's swimming pool from orbit. A telescope in Chile can photograph galaxies billions of miles away. But somehow, nobody can find the stuff we supposedly left on the moon 55 years ago. Something about that doesn't sit right, and I'm not here to tell you what to think.
It's because the aliens untook it to reverse our technology. That's why we can't get it back.
I'm here to show you what they're not showing you. By the end of this video, you're going to be asking a very different set of questions than you came in with. Stay with me, because what comes next changes everything. So here's the setup. NASA's Artemis II mission. Real astronauts, real rocket, real footage. They swung around the moon and captured images so clear, so sharp, that scientists were losing their minds over the detail. And the internet? The internet went crazy. Everyone was zooming in, looking for landmarks, trying to find craters they'd seen in textbooks. But here's where it gets interesting. Apollo 11 landed on the moon in July 1969. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, the whole thing. They didn't just plant a flag. They left equipment, a lunar roving vehicle, basically a moon buggy, scientific instruments, retroreflectors, descent stage hardware. That stuff doesn't disappear. There's no wind on the moon, no rain, no weather at all. Whatever was placed up there in 1969 should still be sitting in the exact same spot, perfectly preserved, frozen in time like a photograph. So when Artemis II flew past and took images of the lunar surface, why wasn't anyone pointing cameras at the Apollo landing sites? And the crazier part? When people started asking that question out loud, they weren't met with answers. They were met with silence, or worse, they got laughed at. That reaction alone should make you pause. Because since when does asking a simple, logical question make you a conspiracy theorist? Now let me hit you with something that's going to sit in your stomach for a while. NASA does have a satellite called the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, LRO. It's been circling the moon since 2009, and they've released images that they claim show the Apollo landing sites, blurry, tiny, barely recognizable dots, from a satellite specifically designed to photograph the moon in high resolution. And you're telling me that same agency just released breathtaking, frame-worthy, wallpaper-quality images of the lunar surface from Artemis II. But the best shot we have of a 1969 landing site looks like someone photographed it through a foggy bathroom window? Let that land. There's a telescope in Arizona called the Large Binocular Telescope. It can spot objects just a few feet wide on the surface of the moon. Astronomers have used it to study lunar geography in incredible detail. So why, in 2024, with all the technology we have, has no independent observatory ever produced a clear, undeniable photograph of any Apollo landing site? Not one university, not one private space company, not one amateur astronomer with a high-powered telescope. Because here's the thought that might keep you up tonight. What if the reason nobody can find the flag is because the flag was never there? Don't answer that yet. Keep watching, because there's a layer to this you haven't considered. Here's the thing. There is an explanation being offered. Scientists say the Apollo sites are visible in LRO images. They say you can see shadows and surface disturbances if you know exactly where to look. They also say no commercial telescope can resolve objects that small from Earth because of something called the diffraction limit. Basically, physics won't allow that level of zoom regardless of how powerful the lens is. Okay, fair enough. But that answer immediately creates more questions than it solves. If the LRO images show the landing sites, and if the Artemis cameras are powerful enough to capture fine surface detail, then those two technologies together should give us something clear, something definitive, something that shuts the conversation down completely. Instead, the conversation keeps growing, and more people keep joining it. Former aerospace engineers, retired military pilots, physics professors, people who are not sitting in their basement in a tin foil hat, people who have spent careers working with the very technology being discussed. And they're all asking the same question: why is it so hard to get a straight, visual, irrefutable answer to something this simple? The moon isn't moving. The landing coordinates are publicly documented. The equipment dimensions are on record. If it's up there, show us. Not a grainy blob, not a simulation, not a press conference. Show us. And until that happens, the question stays alive, and more people wake up every single day asking it for the first time. Maybe today, that person is you. If this video made you think, even for a second, even just a flicker of wait a minute, then you're exactly where you need to be. Follow this page, because the next video goes even deeper. And trust me, once you see what we cover next, the moon photo is going to feel like the smallest piece of a much bigger puzzle. Don't scroll away. The next one is already waiting for you.
Unfortunately, it wasn't.
Dang it. No, I looked at the moon photos, man, and nothing I've seen from them so far is really that credible. I spent the afternoon going through NASA's site looking at their photos from Artemis 2. We did that one with Sandy.
How come they didn't do any video? Why didn't they do any video of it?
I don't know. Good question.
See, that's the fucking bullshit. They didn't spin back around, show the Earth rotating, clouds changing and shit like they should. No, just here's this snapshot. Just took one picture. It's all. We were too busy catching balls of water in the air and playing with fucking plushie toys and shit.
God. Oh, don't forget the Nutella.
Oh yeah, Nutella.
Yeah.
Gotta have Nutella. Hope that wasn't in a glass jar. You can't have no glass up there.
No.
You realize how dangerous that would be if a fucking glass breaks up there and weightlessness?
Yeah. I can imagine it. Yeah.
Don't know why Iran is using AI-generated Lego videos to troll Donald Trump, but you don't want to look like a thicky dum-dum in front of all your mates. Here's a quick rundown before Iran Lego blocks the Strait of Hormuz becomes a full-blown franchise. One of the consequences of Donald Trump killing so many Iranian military leaders is that there are now fewer people to control what state propaganda gets pumped out. And in recent weeks, younger Iranians have begun producing state propaganda that looks like this.
Open the strait, but why though? So your rich friends short and watch the money flow. Fake tweet, fake news, fake hope, fake clocks. Your whole game's a joke. Make it stop.
Now, modern wars have to be fought on two fronts. The literal bomb front, where you get to kill school kids, and the communications front, which Iran has been absolutely nailing. Now, there's no greater demonstration that Donald Trump is a senile old boomer incapable of using social media in the modern age than his entry into this new world of meme warfare, which was, of course, depicting himself as Jesus Christ. Sorry, I mean a doctor, that he then had to delete. What's also hilarious is that the messaging of the Iranian Lego movie franchise is finding a much bigger audience in the Middle East and the wider world as a consequence of Donald Trump making his half robot, half K-hole make massive cuts to US aid last year. As a consequence of these cuts, many countries around the world are now far more receptive to the idea that America simply wants to dominate them with their genocidal friend Israel. FYI, you don't have to be a fan of Iran to recognize that these memes absolutely nail Trump. Not to the cross, arsehole, we've been over this. You see, these memes contain narratives that the rest of the world is starting to realize are completely true. That this crusty orange ballsack is destroying the entire world to draw attention away from the fact that he's all over the Epstein files like a rash caused by his shitty fake tan. That America only seems to support the sovereignty of Israel, which Israel uses to murder innocent civilians in Gaza and Lebanon. That this war is only benefiting fossil fuel interests who are making a killing in rising share value. And that the sitting US president doesn't seem to value any world order that isn't dominated by him. And of course that Trumpty Dumpty doesn't have a single brain cell in his senile skull because he's now blocking the Strait of Hormuz, despite telling Iran to stop blocking the Strait of Hormuz because it's destroying the entire world economy. Take it away, Iran.
If you block me, then I block you. Blockade, blockade. I thought this was easy peasy.
Impeach him and throw him in prison.
Yeah, the 25th Amendment sounded pretty good. Yeah.
Dude, you know how long that would take? Do you know how much batshit crazy stuff he could do in that short period of time?
Oh yeah, he'd probably throw the whole sink at him, man, and the John.
Yeah,
Bro, I've never voted in my life, but I would vote for that, bro. I would.
You would.
I would vote his ass to the curb. I don't know if you vote to impeach somebody, but I'm fucking down for it.
Well, see, you don't have no part in it, really, other than you can call your congressman and tell him.
No, I'm talking about dragging this dude out of 1600 no Washington D.C. anymore, wherever he lives now. But we need to pull his ass out, bro.
Yeah,
he's getting a little too orange for my taste.
Well, then the Electoral College and Congress have to put the rubber stamp on that 25th thing.
Well, I think it has to be a 2/3 majority or some shit like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying John Wilkes Booth had a much quicker method. You know what I mean?
yeah, he did, didn't he?
25 caliber Derringer to the head. Yeah.
Well, yeah, or whatever. You know, something. Somebody like, can he just like be they should arrest him because he committed voter fraud, you know?
Well,
he's a convicted felon, and he voted by mail. Now, if you're a convicted felon, you don't get to vote.
No, you shouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
So
you wouldn't.
How did he do that? And he did it by mail too. So, hey,
wait, it's Trump. Hey,
he might just be the last president. You know,
God, we can hope.
The Bible.
I've been watching these fucking clowns since Johnson. Okay, I've had my fill.
Yeah. I think it was Carter was like the first one I was old enough to like recognize.
I remember seeing Johnson on TV and shit, and I was like, that dude's fucking evil. I didn't know exactly what all he was talking about, but I could sense that he was just a bad guy, man. Not just from what I heard around me. I mean, just I could sense it by looking at him. I didn't like him. I'd go in the other room when he came on TV.
The Bible describes God's own people sacrificing their children to a pagan god just right outside Jerusalem's walls. Molech was one of the most terrifying false gods in the ancient world. His name comes from the Hebrew word for king, and his worshippers treated him like one. They believed that if you gave Molech your most valuable possession, he would bless you and secure your future. His price was your child. His statue was bronze, a man's body with a bull's head, arms stretched over a furnace whirring inside its chest. When parents brought their children forward, priests placed them into those burning arms, and when the screaming began, drums beat loudly so the parents wouldn't hear what they had done. God warned Israel from the beginning, yet King Ahaz fell into it. King Manasseh sacrificed his own son. Even Solomon built Molech a shrine on the Mount of Olives. The place where it all happened was called the Valley of Hinnom, the same valley Jesus later used as his image for hell. That was not a coincidence. Baal. Of all the false gods that ever competed for Israel's worship, none was more persistent, more seductive, or more dangerous than Baal. Baal was the supreme god of the Canaanites, lord of storms, rain, and fertility. And in an agricultural world where your harvest determined whether your family lived or starved, a god who controlled the rain was impossible to ignore. That's what made him so appealing. He wasn't just a religious choice, he felt like a survival strategy. But his worship came at a horrifying cost. Ritual prostitution at his temples, frenzied self-harm by his priests, and when times got desperate enough, human sacrifice. Firstborn children, offered to keep the storms coming. Israel knew better. God had warned them repeatedly, and yet from the book of Judges all the way through the Kings, they kept going back to Baal, over and over again, until the day Elijah stood on Mount Carmel, called down fire from heaven, and proved before all of Israel that Baal was never a god at all. He was silent the whole time. Beelzebub. Of all the false gods in Scripture, none had a more remarkable transformation than the one that started as a local fly god and ended up as another name for Satan himself. Beelzebub began as Baal-zebub, the god of the Philistine city of Ekron. His name meant Lord of the Flies, and he was worshipped as a deity who could control disease and plague. But here's what most people don't know. His original name was likely Baal-zebul, meaning Lord of the High Place, a title of genuine power and status. The Israelites deliberately changed it to Zebub, flies, as an insult, essentially calling him Lord of Filth. Then came the moment that sealed his legacy forever. The Pharisees watched Jesus cast out demons and accused him of doing it through the power of Beelzebub, the prince of demons. They saw the Holy Spirit working miracles in front of their eyes and called it demonic.
Oh, I know this already, but yeah. Most people don't.
Nope, a lot of people don't know that. Look at there. RG, make up your fucking mind. Come in or go out. You're letting flies in, man.
Hey, my bad, dude. Does it keep dropping me off on y'all side too? Like, do I disappear up?
Yeah.
Man, this is some weird shit. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to hold still. Because this
StreamYard's getting as bad as Restream, though. RG, it is.
Gotcha.
They're adding more stuff to it, so it's going to be harder to come in these live streams.
Yeah, you know, hey, when you get a chance, Todd, I want you to finish what you're talking about because I kind of lost track. I was hearing about the flies. Is it has something to do with those ticks?
No.
Disease?
No.
Okay, I missed it. I'm sorry.
You could loosely connect it, I guess. But
yeah, it's a kind of stretch. Oh, look.
Of course, Pete Hegseth read a fake Bible quote from Pulp Fiction at a prayer service.
The path of the downed aviator is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of camaraderie and duty, shepherd the lost through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother. And you will know my call sign is Sandy 1 when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Nice. And Pete, since you do have a snake tattoo on your arm and you seem to be a fan of Samuel L. Jackson, might I suggest quoting Samuel L. Jackson from Snakes on a Plane next?
I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
But let's not be too hard on Pete, okay? He just learned how to quote movies from the best, Donald Trump. Do you remember when he recited Elle Woods' speech from Legally Blonde?
We take our next steps into the world.
You must go forth into the world.
It is with passion, courage of conviction,
courage in your convictions,
and most importantly, have faith in yourself.
Be true to yourself.
We did it!
I did it.
Yep, this is real life.
Legally Blonde. You ever seen that one? Yeah. Good God.
I got it.
And everybody knows Samuel L. Jackson's not quoting scripture in Pulp Fiction. He made that up.
Of course. Well, even Pete Hegseth, he said it was from a book that doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
Cesar something. It's like, well, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What?
Hey man, this president's going to have the worst fucking legacy, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
He's going to have the worst legacy.
It's really bad. Yeah, what kind of ropes do they have that doesn't burn up? Listen, that whole shit, that splashdown, all that, none of that makes any fucking sense.
It doesn't. Yo, hey, I don't think there was anybody in there.
No, of course.
I don't think there was.
It didn't get hot. They dropped it from an airplane, or the people might have been inside. It's kind of like a Disney ride, Yeah,
did y'all see them little flames flying up? Like they looked like pyrotechnics coming out the side when they were about to land in the water. Did y'all notice that?
No. The whole thing, I was like, they dropped it out of a fucking airplane. There's none of this happened, Remember this guy, Justin Hardy?
I think so.
was trying to bring a suit against NASA.
You made such a splash that AP did a whole article on your testimony, and they got a response from NASA. Let me show this. Social media posts falsely claim space station footage is faked.
There's now clear evidence of NASA using numerous methods to grossly mislead the public about astronauts being on the International Space Station. Use of wires, harnesses, green screens, and virtual reality have been detected to achieve the appearance of a weightless environment. Examples of this include astronauts fading in and out of the screen, green screen glitches, grabbing objects that aren't really there, pulling on invisible wires, getting tangled in their harnesses, and even astronauts appearing out of thin air. This begs the obvious question. If they're really up there, why are they using Hollywood techniques to fake the footage?
And their AP's assessment false. A spokesperson for NASA and space science experts say the footage is legitimate and that there is ample evidence to show that there are real people on the massive research complex floating above Earth. Additionally, examples cited as proof of an elaborate hoax are easily explained. Footage of astronauts in spacesuits working underwater is from training exercises at NASA, for example, and video glitches are due to satellite transmission interruptions. It is strange. Like, why would you train underwater?
It's the closest environment that they can find to a vacuum, which I guess makes sense because you're kind of weightless, but it's kind of two birds with one stone. They can do their training and they can film.
Okay, this is nuts here. A vacuum has nothing to do with weightless.
Nope.
Okay, except for in the sense that in a vacuum, you will weigh more.
That's weird, huh?
Yeah. But what it is it's they train in a pool, which they call it the neutral buoyancy lab, right?
Yeah, Sony Carter.
And
Yeah.
so they can be like outside, simulating weightlessness with their little spacesuits under the tutelage and guidance of a trained scuba diver, of course.
Film
the camera
stuff too while they're down there.
Okay, I highlighted this statement from NASA. Quote, at no time have props, green screens, wires, or simulated underwater facilities substituted for actual real-time operation on the space station. Sandra Jones, a Houston-based spokesperson, wrote in an email Thursday. All right, what's your reaction?
All right, so translation. Send it over to the Pfizer executive, and it is safe and effective. You all can trust the science. Don't worry, all those claims are misinformation and totally false. Here's a fact check. I would just encourage everyone to look into everything I'm saying. I don't want anyone to just believe me, but I definitely don't want you to just trust the science, because we did that with the medical system, and I'm really afraid that we may have done the same thing with our space science. And until we turn over every stone and get some real transparency, like I said, it's kind of like the pictures of the Earth. When you go, oh, well, the data's there. There's all these systems in place, all this science, all these people. I know that all the V's are safe, right? All these kids have been getting them. And then you go, oh my gosh, Del Bigtree and Bobby Kennedy tried to sue them and there's no science. There is no science. So the entire system's flawed. I'm here to tell you that we're looking at the same formula. We're looking at a lot of people. Neil deGrasse Tyson is Peter Hotez. There's systems in place. I'm a consensus scientist. We got to just trust these guys. When you go turn over the stones, you'll see that, oh my gosh, there really are just repeating what the other guys have been telling them to say. I tried to contact Sandra Jones with NASA. She's a nice young girl, public affairs officer. She probably got that job from being an intern, and she blocked me. I said, can we have a conversation? I said, I saw the article. I was the one who gave the speech. I'd love to just talk about some of the discrepancies that we're finding in these videos. When she found my message, she blocked me on Facebook and Instagram, I think. So apparently their public affairs officer is not dealing with the public too much. So all we're getting is her statement in a fact check.
Blocked his ass.
How childish.
That's imagine that, right? Yeah. So there's
this is go ahead, Sal.
No, go. I'm just getting segued in.
So just to have his back, bro, this is kind of why I came on tonight, because I wanted to follow up with you. Remember when I spoke a couple of days to you about the telemetry data and something called organ on a chip, and stuff like that, and how they were sending real time. They took bone marrow, they took blood cells and stuff from each astronaut. They put it on this little USB looking chip, right? And there's 4 of them up there. They had their own little environment that stayed at 98.6 degrees. Can I just read this to you right quick so you see what I'm saying? Like, these are like irrefutable facts, and they were actually.
So what you're saying is that there was only hold on. So what you're saying is that instead of the astronauts being on the ship, they had their DNA on USB cards or something.
Yeah, so there was bone marrow, blood chips, and organ tissue.
Okay, so let me just ask this. Why would they have to do that at all?
Well, I think what they did is they shut off the rocket and went over to the ocean, and up in the high altitude platforms up there, they just went around our head for 10 days, nowhere close to the moon, right? And what they actually did was they kept the same DNA and same bone marrow on the ground. And what they're doing now is they're sending it off to different labs, and they're going to try to prove, look, there's telemetry here of these guys, and it matches up to their DNA here on the ground. And then what they're going to do with space medicine, you notice that's what Justin was talking about there. He's right. Nothing's changed except the methods of fooling people. And I would just like to either read this
or do any DNA on any fucking chips at all if you fake the whole goddamn thing to begin with.
What's
who in the hell is monitoring people's DNA from space or from anywhere? What the hell?
Well, this is their fake mission. This is what they're doing for, what they're going to say is, oh, we learned a lot from this, for the next missions that are in deeper space, or, that's what they're saying anyway.
They didn't go anywhere. Nothing leaves the system. They didn't even get out of the lower atmosphere.
I know that. You know that.
Well, yeah. Then why is there anybody here got a DNA scanner that they scan distant DNA samples with? No.
Yes. Yeah. The technology exists. I just would like to show you.
How about you just say you did? If your technology exists, why don't you just say you did? Who would believe it anyway? So what I don't understand.
Well, you want what I'm saying is you want. Well, what you want is like third party scientists to look at it.
What are they looking at? How are they going to tell from a DNA sample where the fuck it's been?
Telemetry. You telemetry? You don't know about entanglement? Like if you put your DNA here.
RG, they didn't do any of that. None of that was done. There was no.
Just don't shut it down. Yeah, just give it a chance. Like if you don't like it, you don't like it. I get it, but.
Well, it's not just don't like it. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. It has no logic behind it at all. None.
To
anybody.
Bro, I don't. Why?
You're already got the people acting like they're in space, talking to you from a fucking studio. Why would you?
No, they're just in the
tracking DNA telemetry.
They're just in low Earth orbit. They're not like way
low Earth orbit.
Yeah,
no, they're not in orbit at all. They didn't go anywhere. There was nobody in the fucking rocket. It went off into the ocean.
Like I said, exactly what you just said. Except they went around our heads in low Earth orbit.
No, they didn't. They didn't get high enough to achieve any fucking orbit.
I don't mean orbit like that, dude. I'm talking about going.
Look, the rocket went
at
up
about 120,000 feet.
It went up. It didn't even get to 120,000 feet.
I'm not talking about the rocket. I'm talking about high altitude platform, military platform.
They didn't go on any platform. They weren't on the fucking rocket. The rocket went up. It arced over and went out toward the ocean. It didn't go anywhere. There was nobody on it.
But their DNA was up there for 10 days.
Oh my God! No, it was not. How would you know? how in the fuck would you know if their DNA was up there or not? Because somebody told you they monitored it? Are you shitting me? Do you have a DNA monitor? I don't have
Would
one.
you
Where
like
do you
to
go on Amazon
see
and buy
what?
one? Where the fuck do you get this shit from?
I didn't
Where would
say I
get it?
had one, bro.
Well, who has these things? Where do you get them? And why would I
Can
believe
I
them? They
show
tell me
you?
they got
Get.
right.
You want me
No,
to read it? Or?
RG, I don't even want to have this discussion again. It's so stupid. Okay, you keep coming up here trying to load some kind of shit about why they had DNA on a rocket that never went fucking anywhere anyways, and now it suddenly somehow got on a high altitude platform. Nobody was tracking anything, man. Don't you understand that? It was
How do you know
was a
that
big
if you don't read it?
because it
You don't
didn't
look
go
into it.
anywhere. There was nothing to track. It was all pretend. It was just like the Santa Claus that NORAD tracks for you.
This is old technology. I'm just trying to give you what I found. It's nothing new.
Can I ask you a
What's
question? Where do they have the telemetry data at? We've been looking for it. I would love to see the telemetry data.
Exactly. Man, bro, I would love to show it to you, but I don't
Then
think
show me the
wants
telemetry
me to
data.
do that.
Well,
I'm sorry?
I want to. The reason I want to see telemetry data.
Well, how did you wait? I'm going to go right here and say this. I could write any kind of fucking telemetry data I want to and pretend it's anything I want. How did you verify that any of this nonsense was fucking credible or real?
That's a good question.
Okay, like I said, they're sending it off to third-party scientists right now as we speak, so people can verify it and look at the combination of what their DNA did up in higher altitudes versus
it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything.
How do you know? Have
because
you been
it just doesn't. That's stupid. How do you know that it does?
100,000 feet?
Well, no. How do you know that it does? Don't play globetard with me because I'm not going to prove it negative.
I'm trying to show you.
Wait a second. You're telling me you've got a claim that high altitude changes a person's DNA. Why? Why does it change?
I didn't say it changed their DNA. I'm talking about
how would
bone
you know
marrow,
that the DNA had been
blood
any
cells, and some sort of organ tissue. You know, from each astronaut.
Okay.
And it's like a thumb. It's like a thumb.
Where do they got this at?
Where
they got this? Where do they have this at?
Let me make sure I don't cut out here. Let me just switch over to the page so I can tell you. Okay.
Do they have it at a location right now? Is this this DNA and organ samples and shit? Is it? Where do you go?
You're talking to nobody. Yeah. The reason I want to look at telemetry data, I want to see
I don't
how.
even care about this shit. That's the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard in my life.
Well, what Nathan wants to look at telemetry data, he wants to see if it references a flat Earth, and we guarantee you it does. You have a height.
Well,
level.
here's the bottom line. There is no telemetry data in their organ tissues.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, what he's trying to say. He's talking about the oxygen levels that affect DNA.
Doesn't matter. You can replicate that right here on Earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you could put a blood sample in a high altitude balloon, and it probably would affect the oxygen levels that are in the blood cell itself. I don't know, or the pressure on it would change your cell somehow or another, affect it in some way. I don't know. I've never seen the data to go with it. I want to see the telemetry data. I want to see the trajectory they took to get to the moon. I want to see exactly how they orbited. I want to see what they have and what it references. It has nothing to do with, I believe they went there or even around it.
Well, why would they have to? I mean, how would that even be proof of anything? Because somebody says that, look, these cell structures changed because of high altitude or because they went to space, or how do they know that it changed because of that, or that it even that doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know what quantum entanglement is necessarily. I know they're doing experiments supposedly at CERN.
It's theoretical particle science.
Yeah.
Okay. Spooky action at a distance and shit. It's something from some freaked out TikTok video or something, man. Because the bottom line is, look, they ain't gonna pay that much attention to that kind of fucking detail if they couldn't even make a goddamn CGI toy that they were playing with cast a shadow on the astronaut. You know, But you're going to go ahead and go through all the trouble to have all this fucking DNA and organ tissue and shit on a thumb drive, hermetically sealed in a capsule or some shit. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, but how do they get that thumb drive to read what's going on with the DNA in the cell to begin with? How are they monitoring that? And how are they getting the data back to them? And there's so many other questions.
Oh, I know. Like even the slowdown. How did they get slowed down in time for any of that shit? You know, I mean, you realize what breaking down from that incredible speed and slow down in that short period of time. You know what that would fucking do to you?
Yeah.
They'd open up that thing, there'd be jelly inside. Cooked to a turn, I might say.
Well, they use Einstein's equivalency principles when they use it like reference frames, the gravitational effects and all that crap that Einstein married into his fourth dimension. It's all mathematical.
It's mathematical.
Yeah, it's not physical at all.
Yeah. Let's say Iran killed 40,000 protesters. But who really pulled the strings? Puppet strings, puppet strings. Trump admitted he on the rioters. Mossad on the ground. Netanyahu confirmed that you pulled the strings, then blamed Iran for it. Trump went on live TV, said he gave them the guns, let them burn the streets while the chaos was spun. Police killed, buildings torched, blood on the ground and pointed at Iran. That's the lie they write down. Netanyahu bragged, Mossad had agents inside running the whole show while the country fried. Same dirty game from 1953, overthrew Mossadegh. Now they're trying it on me. Puppet strings, puppet strings. Trump admitted he on the rioters. Mossad on the ground. Netanyahu confirmed that you pulled the strings, then blamed Iran for it. These were foreign hands playing a deadly game. We can Iran first, then bomb us just the same. Call it save Iran while you plot our demise. But the plan backfired right before your eyes. 90 million strong, united as one flame. You tried to break us, we only grew in strength. Every riot you funded, every bullet you sent just made Iran rise. That's the message we sent. Sacred defense. We see the puppet strings. We remember everything. Yeah!
Those Lego movies are getting better and better.
They are, and they put the message out. I mean, he's telling you, yeah, those people you accuse us of killing, that was you guys, man. And you admitted right to it.
Yeah, war is hell, peace is hell. Yeah. You understand the equivalency principle that Einstein put out there, that they're basically everything's kind of in reverse. There's two different reference frames.
There's Crip Rick. Look.
Crip. I see him. Sorry, I meant launch. We're actually rising up at a constant rate in Einstein's world. 9.8 meters per second squared. Right.
Yeah, that's that rising Earth horse shit.
Yeah, well, that's where they got it from. They got it from Einstein.
The guy who married his male cousin.
Mm-hmm. It's a mental experiment, Bob. You just got to picture it from the other reference frame. It explains physics backwards.
You want some more Lego? You want some more Legos? Let's get some Legos going.
There's a pirate Lego.
What shall we do with the drunken Hegseth? What shall we do with the drunken Hegseth? What shall we do with the drunken Hegseth? Early in the morning, way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning. He was drinking on the Foxet before the showtime. He was drinking on the Foxet before the showtime. He was drinking on the Foxet before the showtime. Early in the morning. Carried at the strip club in his uniform. Carried at the strip club in his uniform. Carried at the strip club in his uniform. Early in the morning. Hey! He denied all the misconduct at the hearings. He denied all the misconduct at the hearings. He denied all the misconduct at the hearings. Early in the morning. Quoted Pulp Fiction as Ezekiel 25:17. Quoted Pulp Fiction as Ezekiel 25:17.
quoted Pulp Fiction as Ezekiel 25:17. Early in the morning. Hey! The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides. Early in the morning, my call sign is Sandy One, not the Lord up above. My call sign is Sandy One, not the Lord up above. My call sign is Sandy One, not the Lord up above. Early in the morning, now he's running the Department of War. Now he's running the Department of War. Now he's running the Department of War. Early in the morning. What shall we do with a drunken Hegseth? What shall we do with a drunken Hegseth? What shall we do with a drunken Hegseth? Early in the morning. Put him in the brig till he finds the real Bible. Early in the morning.
I like me a good folk song. I'm telling you.
A ditty. That's what would be known as a ditty. Hell yeah. Oh my God.
I remember like this. We shave his head with a rusty razor early in the morning. What do you do with a drunken sailor?
Yeah. Put him in the brig until he's sober. That's what we used to sing in school. Back in school.
School? I didn't learn anything in school, so sorry. I really didn't. I learned how to add, subtract, and multiply, and do long division in school. I actually have used those principles in real life, but anything else other than that, even people that actually go in full bore into college and take calculus, and they don't use it.
No, for what?
It's
retarded. Listen to this fool.
In addition to no tax on Social Security, over 51 million seniors now pay. Seniors are loving me, and I love them. Of course, I'm not a senior, so I cater to the seniors, but I don't happen to be a senior myself. Thank you very much.
Oh, he's not a senior.
No.
Grandpa Sundown was at it again today with the with the fucking 100-page texts and shit on his stupid what do they call that? Truth Social.
Well, how's that song go? Sundown, you better take care.
Yeah, right. Oh, here's a good one too. Shit, I forgot about this. Oh yeah. You got another good one. Another good one. Oh wait, I did it wrong again. I'm all the time of doing that. That's the right one, yeah.
Is that the Gaza Strip? Oh.
Donald, why are you digging in the Vatican? Is that an oil rig?
I smell it, Francis! The holy water is turning black! It's a business miracle! BB promised me crude under the Sistine Chapel. Huge!
That's a wine cellar. You're swimming in Merlot. You've lost NATO. You've lost the workers. It's over.
The street is a wall and the oil is a fire. I'm a high flyer. I'm a high flyer. The Zionist king is a liar on a wire. Baby, help, the bills are higher. You betrayed the NATO, you lost the entire. Who needs allies? I'm the empire. The lion is awake and your time will expire. Game over!
Politico leaked the meeting. You insulted Mark Rutte.
He didn't like my tie. He's a loser.
Italy stood up defending their nation's honor.
No more pasta for them. I'm canceling Italy.
The working class left you, only Fox News is your friend.
Old people love me.
They think I'm a gold-plated god.
The Senate gave you power, but the world sees the end. Tucker said your religion is Israelism now. BB is my priest, we pray for more rockets. Drilling in the Vatican, fighting with the Pope. I'll put a Trump hotel where the pilgrims used to hope. 96 birds down and the Triton is at the bottom. They're just toys for the sharks.
I already forgot them.
The strait is a wall and the oil is a fire. I'm a high flyer, I'm a high flyer. The Zionist king is a liar on a wire. Baby, help, the bills are high. You betrayed the NATO, you lost the entire. Who needs allies? I'm the empire. The lion is awake and your time will expire. Game over! Joe Kent saw the play, leaving NATO for a scam. I'm not leaving, I'm just looking for some ham. Betraying Turkey to save the Zionist lamb. Turkey versus Israel.
I'll sell tickets.
Very expensive. No fertilizer for the crops, the heartland is in pain. Eat the dirt, it's organic, I have gold-plated brains. Spain kicked you out, the world turned its back. No more tapas for them, Spain is so mean. The Pope said God is not with the bombs you pack.
Whatever, I'll just sing some gold-plated psalm.
$98 oil, the strait is a lock. Wait, why is BB hiding? Why is he under a rock? The strait is a wall and the oil is a fire. I'm a high flyer, I'm a high flyer. The Zionist king is a liar on a wire. BB, help, the bills are high. You betrayed the NATO, you lost the entire. Who needs allies? I'm the empire. The lion is awake and your time will expire. Game over!
The strait is closed. The farmers are broke. The Vatican is wine. Was it worth it, Donnie?
Bibi! Open the bunker! My golden bicycle has a flat tire! And tell Italy I'm still the king of Greenland! It's a witch hunt! Bibi! Get me a burger! Bibi!
Bibi.
These things are good, man. You gotta love them, man. You gotta love them. Oh wait, what? Oh, that was that convoy. Okay, am I off there? Okay, here we go. This is interesting here. I thought of this too. Toon got all pissed off at me on Facebook for pointing this out.
Oh no.
Well, would you look at that, y'all? Apollo 8, December 24th, 1968. Take a look at the clouds right there. And then over here, Artemis 2, April 6th, 2026. Uh-oh, NASA. Did you forget to move the clouds? They didn't change? What, 58 years, something like that? And they didn't. The clouds are in the exact same formation. 58 years later. Uh-oh, NASA, you got some splaining to do.
They're not going to explain anything.
No, that's why I say I think they done it sloppy on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
To see, who's going to cling. I mean, it's so blatantly obvious that it's fucked up.
I'll make you a believer, son. I'll make you a space believer.
There's a bunch of these, man.
Vatican, yeah.
Every time I look at you, I don't understand why you let the people down and make them feel so grand. You flood the world with AI pics of yourself on the cross, stealing the holy spotlight, turning faith into your boss. Antichrist superstar, do you think you're who they say you are? Antichrist superstar, Pope versus Trump, this is the final war. You fight with the Pope and pretend you're the light. Antichrist is that what you are?
Wow.
I am the chosen one, Look at the crowds I get, bigger than Jesus ever was, don't you forget. Red hats in the millions, screaming my holy name. I'm bringing back the glory, I'm rewriting the game. Oh, prophet, charlatan in a suit. I'm the light, I'm the truth, I'm the absolute. Antichrist, superstar. Do you think you're who they say you are? Antichrist, superstar. History's laughing at this sight. You fight with the Pope and pretend you're the light. Antichrist, Antichrist, superstar. Jesus Christ, or Antichrist,
Antichrist superstar.
Man,
interesting take on that. Have you ever seen Jesus Christ Superstar?
Parts of it. I haven't watched it. Sit down and watch the whole thing.
It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. It's one I've enjoyed like my whole life. You know,
when I see that part, this scenario, it looks like Revelations to me.
Yeah, I mean, well, here even good old Tucker had something to say on that.
Putting now, a king who will do as he pleases. He will exalt and magnify himself above every god, and will say unheard of things against the God of gods. He will be successful until the time of wrath is completed, for what has been determined must take place. It's all ordained, in other words, preordained. He will show no regard for the gods of his ancestors, nor will he regard any god, but will exalt himself above them all. So to a lot of Christians or people who know the Bible well and believe in it, these predictions in both the Old and the New Testament, and there are others, seem to fit what we were watching. Here's a leader who's mocking the gods of his ancestors, mocking the God of gods, and exalting himself above them. Could this be the Antichrist?
Yeah.
Well, who knows? At least that's my conclusion. Putting now.
He does fit that, but is he doing it on purpose?
Well, what did Cooper say? To be honest, remember yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's following scripture.
Yeah.
Now, in that short period of time,
yeah,
that dude used the thing out of Pulp Fiction. Here that somebody's come up with this. Fucking classic, man. Classic. Yeah, was there more? There's something else. I have to look. No, not there. Haha. Now we're gonna freestyle. Oh no. Oh no shit. Look at this. It's beautiful. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Look at this. Oh shit. I did it again. Damn it. Forgot
Are
I
you Britney
switched.
Spears?
Huh?
Oops, I did it again.
Oh yeah, yeah. She lost her bean here recently. I guess.
saw that.
There we go. Look at that shit. Infrared.
Oh, yeah. Wonder how many miles that is.
That's up there, boy.
Huh?
130. Let's see. 119,872 feet.
Okay. So your field of vision should be much greater.
Yeah. It says that the resolution is 1920 by 1080. F280. Speed 4 times. That's all down, real faint writing down on the bottom.
It's hard to
if
see.
you look really hard.
But did you see all that gravity that was above there? The black stuff, that's gravity.
Yeah, that's gravity. There you see a picture of it right there. Absolutely. What is this breaking white high supposed to... Oh no. Yeah, let's check this out. This is probably really disgusting. The AI is funny.
Ready? Action.
Oh my God, I can actually taste it.
Ready? Action. Ready? Action. And action. Ready? Action. And action.
Oh my God.
Action. Ready? Action.
Whoa, look who's here.
Ready? Action.
I think you had 5 too many Big Macs.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I could have done without the upchuck ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Somebody's obsessed with barf. Most likely.
Yeah, Barth was a man's best friend, right?
Right.
He's a Mog. Yeah. He's his own best friend. Sorry.
Oh, wow. What is this at? According to this report, the latest attacks have been carried out by Hezbollah on Israel, which suggests that a lot of damage has been caused. This is pretty damaging looking shit.
देखिए आग क्या हालत है यहाँ पे आग की देखिए
You hear what that guy
नींबू
said?
करके फट रहे हैं और बहुत अफसोस है कि बेचारे कई लोगों का आशियाना उजड़ गया बहुत अफसोस मुझे इस चीज देखिए आग क्या
Someone's on fire, though. I can tell you that.
Said there's a lot of fire.
There you go.
Just took him a lot longer. What is this? What is this disturbing trend? Banging on their faces with a hammer?
Who's beating their face with a hammer?
I don't know, man. To achieve a chiseled look?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. This can't be real. It deserves indulging into.
It's a disturbing new trend. Guys hitting themselves deliberately on the face with hammers and other objects. Why? They think it will give them a more chiseled, handsome look. But as Jim Murray reports, doctors are sounding the alarm.
It's a bizarre trend that's hard to believe. These young men are hitting themselves in the face with hammers, even saucepans. Get this, they think it will improve their looks. It's called looks maxing, and it's being promoted on social media by 20-year-old Braden Peters, a controversial influencer who calls himself clavicular and has 800,000 followers.
You got to hit the chin hard.
He spoke his off-the-wall message on 60 Minutes Australia.
When you break down a bone, it grows back stronger. So you're intentionally creating these traumas, typically on your cheekbones, your chin.
But he walked out of that interview moments after he was asked about links between looks maxing and incels, guys who hate women.
How do you feel about being linked to that group? Thanks for the time. Appreciate the interview.
I spoke with Beverly Hills plastic surgeon, Dr. Michael Zarabi. What do you make of this trend of looks maxing and taking a hammer to your own face?
You can damage muscles and cause permanent muscle injury. You can even damage nerves that can result in facial weakness or even areas of numbness. And in extreme examples, you can even damage the brain and cause, for example, a concussion. So it's absolutely not the right thing to do.
Listen to what this plastic surgeon says happened to one guy.
You got to actually have a fucking doctor tell people not to hit themselves in the face with a hammer. I want y'all to think about that. I want you to think about that. We live in a day and age where a doctor has to come out and tell people, hey, it's not a good idea to hit yourself in the face with a fucking hammer.
So the latter's the problem. It is brain damage to start with.
Wow.
That's where it got started. Yeah.
Shit. Boy, you got to see what a disc sander will do for you.
Yeah, it'll smooth those bumps out, man.
Who tried
it's good for acne.
Looks maxing.
A patient took a hammer, hammered it to the face, broke the bone, and the bone on the bottom of the eyeball flipped up and popped the eye, and he went blind.
Oh my gosh. Clavicular's life took a dark turn earlier this week when he appeared to suffer an overdose in a Miami nightclub during a live stream.
Rescue 16, 20-year-old male overdose.
He was carried out and taken to the hospital. This morning, he posted, just got home. That was brutal.
You should not be following someone like Clavicular and getting medical and health advice.
Mental health experts worry this trend will lead to more cases of body dysmorphia among young men, which is already a growing problem.
It's a problem, all right.
Good God, I got an acne wash for you. For all you people with the acne problems. I got this thing, power washer.
How many pounds per square inch?
Which one, my gas one or my electric one?
I want to go with the gas one. It's got to have more torque. I mean,
it does. You know, I let my boss borrow my deck head for a power washer. And he said, hey, I was over there while I worked this morning, went over and put up some different supports for this roof overhang. Because we got to wait. They're gonna come in and pour the concrete on the porch. And we had to have off the porch supports until they get that poured, and then we can put the columns in. And we come back. He says, you mind if I have that for another day or so? I said, no problem. He says, yeah. He said, I want to do that basement floor. And then I got home and I started thinking, I was like, wait a minute. So I texted him. I said, man, I got to thinking, man, you probably shouldn't be doing with that gasoline engine inside, the power wash. I says, why don't you, I says, I have an electric one. Why don't you come over and get that one and use it? He's like, oh yeah, cool. I'll come over tomorrow morning and get that. Okay, good. I was like, yeah. He says, yeah, I was starting to, I was thinking that too. I said, well, I must have been picking up on it, but I didn't think nothing of it at first. And then I was like, oh, after I got home, I was like, probably not a good idea to be running a gas engine in the basement,
Yeah. I got a story to go with that if you want to hear it. It's kind of funny.
Sure.
I worked at a Perkins. You know what Perkins family restaurants are?
No.
Well, they're in the Midwest. There's a family restaurant out here, and a company named Food Inc. bought it, and they turned it into a Garcia's. Garcia's is a Arizona-based restaurant. It's a Mexican restaurant. Really good.
I was gonna guess that it was probably Mexican.
Yeah, Garcia. Yeah, it's really good.
We have a Mr. Garcia's over in Shenandoah, but it's not one of those.
Yeah. Well, anyways, between there, they wanted to clean the restaurant out and take all the equipment out and clean it. And they gave me a pressure washer, a gas pressure washer. And I'm inside, I'm spraying down the inside of the stainless inside the kitchen with it, using heavy degreaser and hot water and a pressure washer. And somebody shut the back door. And I didn't realize it. And then my boss comes running in about 2 hours later. He's like, "You're still alive." I'm like, "Yeah." I didn't realize the back door was shut. I was trapped in there with the gas fumes just for 2 hours. Just pressure wash.
Could have got carbon monoxide poisoning, man. Real easy.
But I mean, I was good. But nevertheless, it kind of freaked him out. He was like, he panicked.
See, you'd have done better if you'd have had Dr. Trump on hand.
Oh, there you go.
See?
Well, Dr. Trump has done it again. From the most amazing medical mind that discovered that Tylenol causes autism, and the man that created the groundbreaking COVID-19 treatments of injecting oneself with disinfectant or bringing UV light inside the body. Well, now comes Dr. Trump's most incredible discovery yet, the cure for cancer, and it's Diet Coke. Now, I can't explain exactly how this works because I'm not a doctor. I just play one on the internet. But I will defer to an expert, TV's own Dr. Oz, who can explain Dr. Trump's incredible findings.
Dad argues that diet soda is good for him because it kills grass. It's poured on grass, so therefore it must kill cancer cells inside the body.
So, according to Dr. Trump's extensive research, if Diet Coke kills the lawn, well, then it must kill cancer cells. That's science. That's logic. That's a lawn care-based approach to oncology that no one's ever seen before. And it must be true because nobody knows more about grass than Dr. Trump.
I know more about grass than any human being, I think, anywhere in the world.
People everywhere are saying that Dr. Trump's discovery that Diet Coke cures cancer is unbelievable and that it's a miracle. But miracles are just what Dr. Trump does because he makes people better, a lot better. And if you go to TrumpRx.com right now, you can get your cancer-curing prescription for Diet Coke for the low price of $2,547. Thanks, Dr. Trump.
I can tell you that Rhonda's never going to get cancer. She drinks Diet Coke all the time.
That shit is so bad for you.
I know.
It really is. It's some of the worst, man.
It kills grass.
Wow, look at this fucking blue whale.
Oh, that's a fluke.
Look, ha. See what you did there.
Yeah.
Here's the fluke. Look at it in comparison to these fucking boat and these people. Look at that.
That's a big.
That's not a blue whale, though, isn't it?
Maybe a sperm whale looks like to me.
Looks like a right whale.
It's definitely a big one. I'm telling you, bigger than that boat.
That's what she
I wouldn't
said.
piss it off. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yeah, those sperm whale they get pretty big.
Let me see here. Where was I at?
I'm like an hour from a shipment right now. I can track stuff in real time. So
No way.
I know.
That's amazing.
I know. Amazon.
What is this now? Biblical signs are being noticed in Israel. Swarms of bees appearing out of nowhere. We talked about that, causing military aircraft to land, locusts flying in flocks. And just 2 weeks ago, crows were darkening the sky. That's right. That's where I told everybody that the flock of crows is known as a murder.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
And if you see 2 or 3 crows, that's an attempted murder.
I saw what you did there. This is a good one.
Boy, we're full of these ones out here tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. What is this, Ryan Mott again? The warning signs are everywhere. The Titanic has already hit the iceberg.
Well, I don't think the Titanic actually hit the iceberg. I think it was a sister ship, and they mocked it up for the insurance purposes of sinking that ship and keeping the Titanic on the seas. But, I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Probably.
Could be. I forgot what the name of the sister ship to the Titanic was. I've watched a documentary on it. They did present this idea.
The Achilles, wasn't it? The Achilles.
I could look that up. Actually, I haven't looked at it in a while.
I think that's what it was. I don't know. I think that's what it was. Or was it the Ajax? Might have been does that sound right? The Ajax?
Something similar. I already got it halfway pulled up. Hold on. It's taking me to Wikipedia, of course. Yeah. The Olympic. Is it?
The Olympic, okay.
Hold on. That's just what pulled up right away. I'm going to look in.
That's true. That's it. That's right.
Yep. And so
Just don't forget
ocean liner. Yeah. Let's see.
Just don't forget we're having some fake inflation because of the fuel, the energy prices, which everybody said was going to $250. We were talking about that, Scott. They said $250, $300. I mean, today, what was it? It finished at $89 or $90, right? And that's in the, we haven't settled yet. Maybe we won't, but I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Just don't forget.
Fake inflation.
Fake inflation. Well,
fake.
We got fake money to go with that fake inflation.
Right.
The fiat currency is pretty much just a note that's owed. So.
Oh my God. Rabbi Shmuley is such a dork.
Yeah.
He's such a dork. Look at this idiot.
It's Super Jew to the rescue. It's the Israel Day Parade. Woohoo! Israel, I love you. Majestic, beautiful Israel. 100,000 strong on Fifth Avenue. We're going to rock the house, baby. I'm on my way. I'm not going to walk. I'm Jewish. Go, baby. Yeah, Israel.
I've seen Jews walk.
If he loves Israel so fucking much, why don't he go on over there and help them? They need his help.
No, I hear. But I hear Lebanon's turned into shit.
Ooh, 26 minutes ago, heavily armed U.S. Capitol police officers are racing to a reported shooting in the vicinity of high-ranking U.S. government official in Washington, D.C.'s Navy Yard. Black SUV seen in the video is an armored Chevrolet Suburban used by leaders of Congress and members of the president's cabinet. It is unclear if this was a targeted attack, but the alleged shooter is not in custody and police are searching the area. I personally witnessed that official be extracted via undercover Capitol police officers protected by uniformed officers carrying long rifles. I will not name the official without their express permission, as I don't want to dox their home. It says other officers can be seen sweeping the area for evidence like shell casings. Let's see what's going on here.
Hey, what's up, brother? Thank you for your service.
Well, I'd like to know more on that, other than they're searching for the guy.
It's very informative.
I'd like to also know who it was, but that would be high level because we know that some of these people had moved on to the Navy Yard complex because it wasn't safe for them at their house. You know, who's gunning for them? That's what I'd like to know.
That's a good question.
Where did this go? It says Donald Trump completely passed out at his rally tonight.
Really? Huh. What from?
Well, I don't know, because he's probably Donald Trump. He's gonna assume room temperature. He ain't gonna last much longer, dude. I've called it.
Trump was completely passed out at his rally in Nevada tonight, as the Nodfather did not look good at all.
The
Now, if
Nodfather.
you missed it tonight, Donald Trump held a rally in Nevada where he went to celebrate his no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. And while the content of the rally was pretty standard, the setup was not at all. First, he was sitting down, not standing up. Second, he was slurring his words horribly. He struggled to start a sentence, let alone finish it. He could not collect his thoughts. And when he passed the mic to other people, this happened. Don Snorleone in full effect right there. He was out like a light. He looked absolutely awful. And this is continuing a trend of Donald Trump not looking in tip-top shape and the White House not saying a word about it. Remember, we had to find out about the ankles because a photographer caught him. We found out about the hand the same way. The White House hasn't been transparent about Donald Trump. They've just gotten revealed. But tonight, Donald Trump looked and sounded rough.
Wow.
Don Snorleone.
Don Snorleone, that was beautiful.
The poetry.
Let me see here. Oh, here's another one.
Oh, joy.
We got him. The fuck, man? No wonder he's not on Twitter.
Hey, girlfriend.
He got that swagger, boy.
Oh, he does.
He got that swagger.
He does it better than anybody.
Oh, wow. China dazzles moviegoers. The movies of the future will be stunning. Oh, dude, this ought to be cool. Wow. See, everybody goes, go to China. You know, it's starting to look good.
This is floor city. This is the real salon. Since mommy. It's Hawaii.
I feel like I'm on Alderaan now.
Dude, that would be so trippy. Man, can you imagine like a Pink Floyd?
Yeah. Laser light show.
Yeah, man, that would be so fucking badass.
Make sure you dose up before you go.
Yeah, man. Was this another one? Oh my God, where am I at? I'm at almost 3 hours, man.
Yeah.
About ready to get off here.
You working tomorrow?
No, well, just around here. They're starting on that patio roof Monday, which is cool because it's supposed to cool down a little bit. It's been like 80 something degrees. My air conditioner went out because my filter was clogged and my shit iced up. And so I've got it thawing right now. So heating
Think
and
of another question. Did you know, like, when the Challenger was actually launched, that it froze over in Florida and the equipment froze and everything? Did you hear anything about that during the flight? Why the O-ring actually malfunctioned and then the Challenger exploded?
Oh yeah, they were going on about the damn faulty O-rings and shit. Yeah.
Well, they said it was due to the weather, and we were looking at some official photographs last night, of the actual equipment. It had like an inch of ice frozen on. I never seen that in Florida in my life. Because it was watched from the Cape. I never saw a freeze like that. I lived there for like 2 or 3 years when I was younger, and it never got that cold. I live right down the road from the Cape. I'm just wondering, they make this stuff up for their story?
I think so.
Yeah, probably.
I
still think they're responsible for Gus Grissom's death too. But
well, do you know why they killed him?
Yeah,
ain't no doubt about it.
He's like, how the hell are we going to communicate between two buildings when we can't even? I mean, how are we going to communicate while we're on the moon? We can't communicate between two buildings. That was his famous quote, right?
Yeah.
Then he hung that lemon and called a press conference and was going to tell everybody everything.
And they took care of that.
Yeah.
Lady, Candace keeps saying mean things about me on X. Look, I know they're 100% true, and I am a shitty person, but the public isn't supposed to know that.
Shh, my sweet little gumdrop. Everything will be okay. Your savior is here. I love how shitty you are.
But, like, we need to do something. Nobody even wants to go to our events anymore because she's making me out to be a dirty, nasty, fugy fraud.
We'll just shake out the negative thoughts, huh? I'll take care of Candace after we deal with the Pope.
Lady.
Oh, you actually think that they're going to take on the Vatican? The people who run this world, dude.
I don't know. The last Pope died right after Vance met with him.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they got some trick up their sleeve.
So Iran has published the names of several of the 50 Delta Force soldiers they claim to have captured during the rescue operation to extract the U.S. airman whose plane was shot down over Iran.
Show me.
Yeah, hang on, bringing them up. So we've got Sergeant Michael Anderson, age 34, Staff Sergeant David Miller, age 31, Sergeant Daniel Roberts, age 29, Sergeant James Walker, age 33, Corporal Ryan Mitchell, age 28, Sergeant Christopher Evans, age 35, Staff Sergeant Kevin Scott, age 30, and Sergeant Brian Taylor, age 32. CENTCOM denies that any U.S. troops were captured by the Iranians, and the claim cannot be verified by independent sources. If verified, then the rescue mission was not the glorious success that is claimed by the U.S., but an even greater fiasco than the rescue mission attempted in the Iranian desert back in 1980. And that was Carter done that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we've never been involved in any fiascos like that, have we, in the U.S.? I mean, we never lied about anything that happened in war.
Oh, shit. All the time, man. All the time. That's all the fuck they do is lie. It's all they do.
Yeah, it's called spin for a reason, so.
Oh my God. Is that thing gonna crash? Is that what's going on there? Oh my God, it is.
Yeah, I got an interface coming for my new studio microphones. It's going to be here in 18 hours and 23 minutes and 16 seconds.
Well, all right.
The thing is, it's a digital crossover interface for USB. So these are studio mics. They got phone jacks on them, or what I call phone jacks, 1/4-inch jacks, and pin connectors. So. And I can plug it right into it. It's got a mixer and everything with it. And only paid $18 on Amazon for this thing. They got some good deals.
Here's from the Chinese space station. You want to see that? How come we don't ever track that going around?
We should watch that, yeah.
还是浪，是白色的是云还是浪？哦，这里是王亚平建议他们来一个对最美后拍，对，还有合影哈。谁的影子在翻板上呢？谁的影子在翻板上？这应该是谁的影子？
顺着脚底下往下一看，我的天，这家伙太深了，老远了，这生见底呀！啊，我这可以抓住我，再一松手人就没了。 一看这飞船也是悬空的，一看地球也在天上悬着，无依无靠啊！看着地球得多安全，看地球的漂泊。
哇，这景象太美丽了！我们现在看到地球上 你都分不清是云还是浪。哦，这里是王亚平建议他们来一个最美后拍。
这个图像太棒了，我觉得这可以当做一个大片了啊。
综合报告：全景摄像机 A 工作正常，完毕。全景摄像机 A 工作正常，先合。先合比赛。
It's like fucking Monty Python, you know, like at the beginning of a Monty Python movie, how they got those little paper cutouts and shit.
Holy crap, dude.
Jesus Christ, like, listen to this. You don't have to listen to that woman scream in that car.
No. Well, you
How
know,
do they even fit inside that fucking thing?
I don't know. But I mean, how come the Earth looks so different in their footage than ours? I don't get it.
Well, I don't know. Shot through Chinese technology. It's different.
Yeah. It is a fantasy, isn't it?
Oh, you can energize your butthole.
No, you can?
Yeah, by sunning it. You can point your butt. You think I'm screwing with you, right?
No, I believe there's somebody out there doing that right now.
How butthole sunning works.
It's
well known that your sphincter or your butthole is one of the most sensitive mucous membranes in the body. As if you needed an explanation. This is going to energize you for the whole day. You only need 30 seconds, maybe 3 minutes. But the comment box is always filled with people saying that you're going to get butthole cancer. You don't need sunscreen. You just need good nutrition. But 3 minutes to 30 seconds is not enough time to get overexposure. For men, sun on your testicles is good for testosterone boosting. It's the energy of the sun going into your perineum, testicles, anus. You're energizing the taint. You're energizing the butthole. So try it at home. And if you're an advanced journeyman of the butthole sunning, please go in the comment box below and help other people realize the power of butthole sunning, and have a great day.
Life-changing stuff. Yeah,
I don't know, man. I'm worried if I try that, will the neighbors object?
They would. Now, if you lived in San Francisco, they might appreciate it.
Now, leave me alone. I'm out here sunning my butthole.
The things people do, man.
Yeah, I know. It's just weirdness everywhere. Wow, is that Kamala Harris? She looks really bad.
So the crack's finally taking toll on her?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody just gave me this lawnmower, man. Look at that. Ooh, I'm about to go take it to the plug. Sun can't shine on the same dog every day.
Whoa.
I'm somehow thinking that's not really her.
Yeah, I know, but I could see her doing that.
Yeah, I could see. What in the hell?
Okay. Is she the Mexican, Native American / Puerto Rican?
I don't know what she is. Some nondescript ethnic. I think she's Indian. You know, like not casino Indian, 7-Eleven Indian.
African American looks like it might be in there too.
No, they tried to run that and people called it out. And they were like, "No, dude. Yeah, you don't get to do that."
And Obama straight. Yeah.
You know, yeah, you try to gas pipeline in Pakistan blew up. Nice. That's what we're after. What is this breaking footage of a major Israeli hotel?
No way.
Being targeted by Lebanon 2 days ago has been released to the world. Hezbollah has said that the hotel was a military base that we targeted with precision. That'll buff out. Yeah, that'll buff out. That's fine.
Buildings normally smoke like that too. Yeah.
Acting ICE director Todd Lyons officially resigns.
I wonder why. Maybe his conscience started getting to him.
It might.
Yeah.
Here's Bill Gates. Everybody likes to see Bill Gates get pummeled with a pile.
Me and the devil walking side by side. Me and the devil
See, he's always been well liked.
Oh yeah,
Right?
like every other
yeah.
politician. Yeah.
There was this broad. I saw this, man. This broad got on this lady's car.
I think I've seen this.
That's right here.
Yeah, hold on.
She starts hanging on to my car. She went flying off. Are you gonna get off now? You gonna get off?
You're gonna hit me, bro. You're gonna hit me. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on, you stupid dog.
That's an ignorant bitch.
Yeah, she dared her to do it. Hippie.
Are you gonna get off now? You gonna get off?
I bet you that hurt. This ain't the one I saw.
So a girl went the wrong way. I was going straight. She was coming this way, but she was in my side of the lane. And so she was like screaming at me, whatever, to move my car. And then I went through the drive-through line to get a drink. And she comes and she's like banging on my windows. Employees in the drive-through then go, oh, she's waiting for you. Like, do you want to do something? She comes and she's in front of my car. She starts hanging on to my car. We're in the middle of like Olsen Avenue, right? Like I sped up and then I braked and then I sped up and she went flying off the side of the road.
Cool.
Well, you know.
What a cool experience.
Yeah, it's like a joyride. I'd do
Yeah,
it.
man.
We got a new stunt girl for Hollywood. She is. She's
God.
debuting for everybody on YouTube, TikTok. Yeah. What we made you
I'm just checking to see if there's anything new real quick. And if not, we're gonna
You're gonna kill it. Drag it to a screeching halt.
Who is this guy? Tennessee student Luke Herman being arrested has been released. He doesn't even seem surprised that the cop says he has 4 charges of sexual exploitation of a minor against him.
Huh.
He doesn't even seem phased at it.
I guess it's the norm nowadays, right?
Trying to normalize it, yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. Let's go see if there's anything new.
Esther the molester was a bad thing when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Was he? What is this? Oh God, who got attacked on stage? Ooh.
Is it a celebrity of some sort?
I don't know. This guy jumped up.
Dear Lord, when I get to heaven, please let me bring my man. When he comes, tell me that you'll let him in. Father, tell me if you can. All that grace, all that body, all that face makes me wanna party. He's my sun, he makes me shine like diamonds. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Will you still love me when I got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you
It'd be, I don't know how, you know, I guess you take that each situation as it comes, you know.
I watched Danzig knock somebody out that did that.
Really?
Yeah, it was in Raleigh. Guy got on stage, he just turned around, and he just planted both feet. Ding.
Guy says something's wrong with his wife.
Oh, what's wrong, baby? What's wrong, baby? Baby, tell me what's wrong.
Oh my god! What happened?
I don't know. Hey, baby, tell me.
Haley, tell us what happened.
Baby.
Oh my gosh, Haley! Oh my gosh, Alex!
Baby.
Oh my gosh.
Baby.
Haley!
Oh.
Ugh. Ew!
God. Oh.
I felt like that dog get home, be prairie dogging.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Godly. Well, buddy, I tell you what, I think I'm gonna cut this out. I ain't found no more about that shooter, or whatever at the there ain't no more about that. I wonder who they was gunning for.
Well, we'll hear about it by tomorrow, at least, I'm thinking.
Hopefully. Be interesting. This is bad. I mean, we got some really crazy shit going on right now, and people, I mean, this is the kind of shit that goes on right before something, like internally kicks off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, this is like they already detained some other person that went and tried to shoot up the White House or something here just the other day. When you're drawing that much fucking ire, you better take a look at what the hell you're doing, That's all I got to say about that. I mean, Jesus. Everyone got real quiet at that first shot. Hang on. This guy, they'll probably get me for firearms shelling or some kind of dumb shit. Yeah, listen, these guys, remember when they were bitching about these people were getting lobster and steak and shit? Yeah. Take a look at what they're getting now.
U.S. armed forces are running out of food as the 4-day plan to take out Iran enters its 7th week. Vegetables, fruit, and all fresh produce has gone, and tiny meals are being served on empty meal trays, USA Today reported.
Yummy.
And there's no coffee.
Fucking jail feed you better than that, man. I ain't shitting you. That's pitiful.
But they'll spend like what, 20 million on not 20,000 or so on a bomb itself, just purchasing it, but they won't feed their people.
Well, it's not so much money as it is logistics.
I get you. Yeah.
Right. I mean, they're only equipped to be deployed for a certain amount of time.
Well, they should rotate their deployments.
Well, the thing is they was already past their deployment time. They were supposed to go back to port. That's why a bunch of them were bitching.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this thing is not resupplied, and resupply is going to be hard. They didn't even figure for this. This was only supposed to take 4 days. Remember?
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
This is going to do a hell of a number on morale. Think about it.
Yeah.
Something many Americans more important than food. One dinner on the USS Abraham Lincoln this week was boiled carrots and 2 pieces of mystery meat, while sailors on the USS Tripoli had a scoop of shredded meat and a tortilla as a meal. Frantic family members have been trying to mail food to troops, but mail delivery to military zip codes across the Middle East has been indefinitely suspended, the newspaper reported. The warships generally have no internet service, but when a pocket of connectivity opened up, one parent, Dan F., got updates. After his daughter told him the coffee machine on board had broken down, Dan said he stopped drinking coffee in solidarity with what she's going through, the newspaper said. Conditions are likely to be as bad or worse on other vessels, as information only leaks out occasionally. It's known that the USS Gerald R. Ford suffered major problems with its toilets, and a laundry fire left 600 sailors having to sleep on tables or the floor. The supercarrier made a 5-day stopover in Croatia for repairs and then headed back to the Middle East, now breaking records for length of duty at 297 days. Normal service periods are only 90 days, so military analysts warn that psychological pressure will be very high indeed. All this is yet more evidence that the attack on Iran has been perhaps the worst idea in modern American history. Peace.
Hey, you've been saying that for the past, 3 or 4 weeks? Or
month?
Yeah.
Christ, how long we been in this fucking thing?
4 days.
Yeah, right. He's gonna start a war and then he's gonna claim that he ended it. So and say, see, I ended 10 wars, 14 wars in one war. I ended it.
Started 30.
Stupid fucking guy. I mean, how do you get like that? What the hell happened there? Oh my god, that sucks.
Oh, I was watching this guy. Hold on. He does like gun testing, and he was testing the 30-06, and it was one of the most penetrating of all the rifles that he tested, and it shot through. I think he was shooting through paper plates, almost 900 stacked paper plates. It shot all the way through it.
Huh?
How about that neck of Charlie Kirk? I'm just
I made a steel neck.
Sure.
It's fucking bullshit, man. All of it. Oh man. What did he find? Sulfur? Huh. I don't know.
You want to see an orca attack a polar bear?
No. I'm gonna get off here, man. That's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
Yeah. I've been up since like 7 o'clock this morning. So I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty high. And I'm ready to
I hear.
watch. I'll wake up and all this has been a dream. All this fucking crazy shit's been a dream.
Well, Igor says good night. Night, Igor. Igor said good night.
All right, Igor. Well, I don't know why you didn't bother coming up, but you know.
He doesn't want to get into it, you know.
Well, that's how you learn. You get into it. We don't got to get into it. All we have to do is discuss the points.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do. I don't know how people are unable to discuss things.
Well, they're narrow-minded. They're right. You're wrong. This is all it is.
You know, and at some point, logic's got to kick in. You know, logic has to kick in at some point in time. You know, and you never see that.
No.
Anyway, Roger, thanks for coming up. I guess everybody else that came up and didn't come up, and all the people that are up in the chat, good to see everybody. And don't forget, like we always say on here, the Lord loves a working man. Don't never, ever, ever trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him, because he'll probably kill you. And it's better to shit in the sink than to sink in the shit. So keep your head on a swivel. We'll see you next time on Sour Soul Unchained Mind. Good night, everybody.